So, YouTube, you missed about 10 minutes of actual session time when the party loaded up, went to Rinvera, and Ecroromede got a note from Xavier left at the Drunken Fighter saying that, hey, I got a quest, basically. So, that's where we're at. So, immediate next actions was eating dinner, playing cards, so forth, and Ecroromede, you're checking the door to your room and then the room itself for traps. So, you check the door. To the best of your knowledge, it's not trapped. It is, of course, locked.
Okay.
You unlock it with your key, you open it, and a poison crossbow. Yeah. The room seems undisturbed, and you start checking around the room for traps.
Yes.
And after a bit of searching, you don't find any traps or anything that seems out of place.
Okay.
I will do the same. I'll check for traps on my door and whatnot, just in case. Let me find traps. Where is my find traps? Find 5%. It's pretty low.
Still a
but I'll
chance.
still try. Yep.
Alright, again, you don't detect any traps on your door or the rest of your room. Alright, Dom, if your character wants to do something, you can type it on in.
And that puts me still in room 15 like last time, correct?
I believe so, yeah. I'll probably have to move some notes over. But, yeah. Yeah, I'll need to make a notes channel.
But I double, triple, and quadruple check, like real slow. I crack the door a little bit, and I'm looking for face huggers. I'm like, they're not in there, are they? Fuck.
Alright, yeah, you do that. Okay, notes for session created. Popping it below XP calc, none of y'all should be able to see it. Okay, Dom just brazenly, his character opens the door, goes into the room, closes it behind them, a facehugger jump. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, Dom, your character sits and reads for a bit. You're getting pretty good at that. You're gonna have to find some elf to try it out on.
Oh, and Dungeon Master, before going to bed, I will break out the old crystal ball
Mm-hmm.
and contact Kassan.
Alright, you make the connection easily. She's settled down with the girls. That type of deal, you know. She's finishing up that.
Yeah. So, yeah, gently get her attention so she doesn't jump out of her skin, and let her know that there was a message waiting from Xavier, and we may have a paying contract to take care of. So I don't know how soon that we'll be returning, but they've got plenty of supplies for now. You know, she's got Hugo, she's got the girls, she's got the nanny, she's got Smasher, she's got the garrison, and of course the Arania patrolling the area. So they should be good, and of course she knows how to get a hold of me if something urgent arises.
Alright. She accepts that. 1 second, please. I need to do a thing. Okay, that's there. Now to actually place it.
In a frickin' age of carrier pigeons and foot messengers, I've got frickin' global cell phone service. Yeah.
Technically cross-dimensional, but that part gets iffy.
Yeah.
Anywho, that puts the party there. Reading Elvish book and I'll record formations. Nighttime at an inn. Set backpack under covers in bed. To look like body. Turn lamp down low. Sit in darkest corner of the room to sleep. Dom, that as a DM level, I can answer that. As a player level, try it in session, find out. If you want the DM level, I think I can answer that pretty adequately. DM level on your end? Okay, Gina, you kind of do DMing, don't you? If not,
Yep, and I can tell you the answer to this one. No, you cannot charm someone into harming themselves.
Partially. Also, just the use of charm on someone fucks with them doing spells and magic, too. So they would not be able to use the crystal ball properly. They would just nope. They fail to even properly engage it enough to hurt themselves. It's fun. Okay. Now that that's been covered, let's see. Party is going to bed for the night. I think I covered everything.
Yes. Standard precautions, Dungeon Master.
Yep. Almost. And nope. Okay. Night passes without encounter. Morning comes on day 197. Light shines upon Denalia.
Yay. Okay,
Ew.
Dungeon Master, we're going to get up and go eat breakfast. Routine stuff. We're at the inn. Make sure that they've put out Jaziel's sacrificial offering.
Yep.
Okay. And after we're all fed and refreshed and ready to go, we are going to mount up. And I forget where what is and what's closest, but we have some purchases to make.
Alright, well, 1 second.
As well as the money changers.
Copy image. Funny
And
story
then,
about that. Bloop. There you go.
And then, of course, the Lost Library thing. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'll remember
Drunken
that thing
Fire
from a
and
while ago.
Coin Exchanger. Okay, Guild, Lost Library. Damn it, he's across town. Markets. Okay, the markets will be on the way. So, first things first, the money changer. We need to go see my friend Johnny of the Cash.
Yes, Johnny the Cash. There's still Dragon Steaks here, or they've sold out? It's been 10 months. They sold out.
Yeah, but damn, we cornered the market.
For the most part, you did sell it to a bunch of high-end people, and those high-end people are very good at turning around and selling it also for a profit. It got around. That being said, they had the lion's share and then some. A solid third of the market was just at the Drunken Fighter.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Now, a couple people did come on in and try and lean on him with it's like, hey, buddy, you can't sell all those steaks before they go bad. Send some to me at half price. I'll give you a quarter of the profits. And, he politely told them to fuck off.
Yeah, I already put the local extortion racket on notice. So, all right, then, Dungeon Master. First step is, we're going to go see my good acquaintance, Johnny of the Cash.
Oh, there's Johnny. He's pretty good.
Okay, greet him, of course. I imagine he's happy to see me as usual.
Mm-hmm.
And Dungeon Master, we picked up 3 jewelry recently.
Haha.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, get
get yourself a pen, paper, or someone start typing.
Okay.
The first one he pokes at and looks at, and I need to check the procedure for determining increases or decreases. Just a second. It's the same thing as the other thing, isn't it? That's for stones. Key to gem properties. Gemstones.
Yeah, I think the one for jewelry starts on the page before the one for gems.
Jewelry is actually after page 26. Once a jewelry is base value is determined, each piece should be checked for workmanship design by that. Each one indicates it's exceptional and thus goes to the next highest. Any piece of jewelry must also be checked for the exceptional. Okay. First thing. Let me check. Oh, nice. Yes. The first piece of jewelry is a circlet. It's silver. It does have some gemstones.
Okay.
The gemstones, the craftsmanship, it's of decent note, and obviously, he'll tell you the value of the thing, and he's charging the 10% thing on the identification. So, just for now, the first jewelry, very fine. However, is worth 6,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right, the second one. I don't hear the music, and that bugs me. Ooh, that's a good roll. I think you got yourself some keep money. Bard, we working? 1 second. Let's see if that makes it go. Ooh, Velvin, you've got a Vasa doing a thingy. There you go. So the first one was that much. The second one, ooh. The next item is a golden brooch with gems.
Okay.
It has a value of 5,000 gold pieces. The gold is good, but the gems are fairly rough and common, if you will. You know, still very, very nice. 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm trying to remember where I picked these up at.
You got them in a sack in that cave with the three-headed snake.
Okay. That's right. That's right.
The second item is a silver, kind of like an armband thing. It has no gemstones. It is only worth 1,000 gold pieces. For a total of 12,000 gold pieces in jewelry from those three items, as rolled up by me just now. The bot ain't working, and that make me sad.
Okay, and Johnny is charging, what, 10%?
10%, so that will be 1,200 that goes to him. He can get you verified gemstones, or split like the 5,000 halfway. You know, he can work with you here. He's got things.
No. So I'm going to pay him with that last of the 3 jewelry. That'll take care of 1,000 solid.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I got to find my rest of my gems. Is that an 8 or a 3? That's an 8. Okay, and 2 100 gold piece gems. So he's paid for his appraisals.
All right, you have a 6,000 and a 5,000. He can give you papers verifying such and so jeweler at such and so establishment by this wax seal here, blah, 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 blah. Verifies these are worth the appropriate amounts as determined, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, good deal. Mm-hmm. So those are notarized, and
they should be accessible at most major banks, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you take one of those into some random greengrocer store and try and pay for it, he's going to give you the funny eye and be like, my lord, I cannot possibly be expected to give you full change for this.
Okay. So 8 becomes a 4. Because I had to pay him 2. And even though my companions, because, yeah, that was my land, my monster, my loot. But I don't want them to feel completely cut out, so I'm going to give Vasa and Velvin 100 gold piece gem each.
Really, sir? You don't have to.
You got to have pocket money.
Well, thank you.
Yes, very, very rich pickings.
Damn it, I've got to keep to repair and build.
I'm not complaining.
I'm just saying, you know, that...
Nope,
that
I know.
To be fair, they did help you get those gems. If I were a player, I'd be feeling jibbed right now. But I'm not a player, I'm the dungeon master, so players, if you're jibbed, speak up now, or don't. I don't know.
I am not jibbed, because I came in here, out of character even, with the intent of joining Ecroromede, right? To help him succeed, not to impede by being greedy. I got 100 gold. I've got armor and swords. I'm good.
So yeah, I hope y'all like the little extra descriptiveness of, okay, this is of that, made of that. The gemstones are of that.
So do I get 100 XP for 100 gold?
Since this was essentially your share of monster loot, I'm going to say yeah.
Cool.
And, yeah, Ecroromede, yeah, deduct 200
11.
XP from your 11, because you're essentially giving that to them. Check out?
Right. Checks out. So 10,
Ka-ching.
800.
And yeah, in that fight, you were mostly a magic user, but yeah, mostly magic user. You did some fighting, didn't you? I think you swung at it once. I forget. And yeah.
Well, my stone skins protected me from the bulk of its harm, and then I shocking grasped the crap out of it. But I did a little bit of fighter because I was breaking loose.
That's a fair point.
So, yeah,
Do
no,
like a 2-3 split, or however you want. You know, a 1-3 split, whatever you think.
Yeah.
Let me check. Unless he said smelly cow, then no. No, you do not. Elvish and Drow are similar but very different, so I rolled a chance that it was similar enough you could pick up on it. You picked up on something, but that probably wasn't it.
And thanks for the description, DM, but I just wrote down their values.
Yeah, no, that was me adding flavor. You know, why the hell not?
Yeah, that was good. I just don't want you to feel like your efforts were not appreciated, but yeah, I'm trying to keep track of the numbers. All right. So from there, I believe we were going to pick up some supplies on the way to, and of course, I'll thank Johnny for his services, and I look to be bringing in a large haul of coins in the near future.
He'll keep help on hand. Obviously, Johnny's establishment has grown in the past 10 months. It's probably a bit nicer. He's probably got people working, but, you know, you show up and he puts aside whatever the hell he's doing. Lord Ecroromede. Yes, how can we be of assistance today? That type of thing.
Of course.
I mean, Velvin, they're elves. Kind of not.
Surface elves?
Surface elves, deep elves. At one point, they lived in harmony, or so the really old stories say. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Actually, no one knows who threw the first blow in that thing, but it was definitely the elves that drew the Drow underground, according to what you've been taught.
Very good. Very similar to the original Drow.
I actually don't know the original Drow. I made that shit up at the spur of the moment.
The real Drow believe that the surface elves forced them underground.
It figures as much. It's a pretty old, tale as old as time deal. Anyway,
right.
Where was I? So now that the party has done that, what is the party's intent at that time?
We're hitting the markets on the way to the Lost Library bookshop.
All right.
Mr. Ecromede?
Aye.
Would there be anybody in Renvera who would be able to tell us about that shield and dagger we found as well?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about those.
I had two, and that axe that I brought along for a change.
I'm wielding the dagger. You gave it to me to hold on to.
Yes.
And you have the shield.
Yes, I do. So, Dungeon Master, where have we went in the past? Didn't we go to one of the temples for identifying shit?
The Temple of Runellis. You've been there before, Ecroromede.
Okay. Molly has the axe on her. Vasa.
Yeah, we're gonna do that a few times. You're all gonna call me Hans. I'm gonna say DM, Dave, Molly. You know, it is how it is.
Okay, and that's in maps. So Temple of Vernellis. That would be
in the center region mostly. I don't think that's actually listed on the map.
Yeah, it's part of the Colosseum, isn't it?
Not the Colosseum itself. That's the purple thing, but the green circle surrounding it is the various temples.
Right. Okay, so we'll be hitting markets on the way from where we're at to there, which is still on the way to the Lost Library.
Yep.
So just to get the market stuff out of the way.
Normal prices for normal items.
Okay.
If you want something unnormal, let me know. Abnormal.
Well, I'm getting a spyglass for the keep. Because you remember, I got one for the orcs, and I've got one that stays with Jaziel. So I'm going to get one for the keep, and just so that I've looped you in, I'm getting 4 suits of padded armor, enough cloth of suitable nature to use as bandages.
I'm putting a spoiler in out-of-character chat, just so I don't have to keep it on my clipboard, so boop, don't click on it. Or do. You'll see soon enough. It's just a map thing. Anyways.
So, spyglass, and I'll figure out how much all this costs and mark it
Mm-hmm.
off later. Although I
Yep.
did mark off the 1,000 for the spyglass because that's a big
Yep.
ticket item.
That is.
But four suits of padded armor with enough cloth that we could use for bandages to stuff the armor with.
Ah.
Okay,
Alright, cloth should be easy enough, Padded armor,
and
done.
2 spare crossbow strings.
Ha! Okay. 1 second. Do.
Was that a meta knowledge from something that happened in a different campaign, Grills?
No, that's just me being prepared. Strings
Okay.
break.
They do,
I
don't
wonder
they?
if Pascal has it listed on his sheet. Okay, 5 silver pieces for a crossbow string, we're gonna call it. Adventurer
Okay.
prices. That is acceptable to me. Let me go pop over to my price list channel. DM channels, price lists. Crossbow string. Bowstring. And obviously this would vary based on region, but yeah. Okay. That being said, this is Rinvera. If it's a weapon or an armor you need and you got the coin, they can sell it to you mostly. There's even a couple people saying they've got enchanted weapons, but you're pretty sure they're full of shit.
Okay.
It is the wake of the tournament, maybe. But,
Possible. Doubtful. Okay, next step, Dungeon Master, is the Temple of Vernalis.
Okay. Let me check for any encounters. Huh. 1 moment, please. Dungeon Master's Guide, page 195 or thereabouts.
Double M, take your time, because I'm going to go get a couple of drags real quick, and I think I got to hit the can again. Because, yeah, it's kind of going through me tonight. So
Good wife. Okay, non-encounter.
Yeah.
Did you say midwife?
Good wife.
Oh.
A good wife.
Just for the sake of the thing. Good wife encounters will be with a single woman, often indistinguishable from any other type of female, such as a magic user, harlot, etc. Any offensive treatment or seeming threat will be likely to cause the woman to scream for help, accusing the offending party of any number of crimes, i.e. assault, rape, theft, or murder. 20% of good wives will know interesting gossip.
That's hilarious.
Prepare the drags, but now for the
Yeah, I don't know if buying enchanted weapons is a great idea for someone who doesn't know anything about enchanted weapons. Sounds like a good way to get ripped off
Oh,
for
definitely.
a low level character
Oh,
with no
definitely. For one, you
with
don't
no
have enough
magical
money.
ability. Yeah, and you don't have enough magical ability to even know if it's magic.
Well, forgetting that, you don't have enough money. Right now, like, you could ask for a
Oh yeah.
+1 dagger, and if someone's there, the price is going to start in a few thousands at best.
Yep.
For, like, a +1 dagger, yeah, they're going to want to throw you 5,000 gold pieces for that shit. It's
Plus
+1.
one, 5 grand. Woo.
I shouldn't, but Dom, you can share if you'd like how much Vasa's quote-unquote +1 Falchion cost. Or done, it is privileged information. And granted, that was Vasa asking the temple to enchant one. And he...
Really?
To be fair, she wanted a permanent one instead of a charged one. Permanency is a lot more expensive.
Uh-huh.
But even without, it's still expensive. Enchanted shit. The
Yep.
creme de la creme. If everyone walked around with +5 weapons and armor, there would be no combat.
Nope. And combat would be very one-sided for that person.
Yep.
Unless, I guess...
Oh, that's right. You
not
asked about the prices for +1, +2, +3. You settled on a +2. And yeah, no. So I was very nice. The cleric attempted to put the enchantment on the item. It failed. He tried again. It failed. He tried again. It failed. Thrice he tried and thrice he failed. They took the money because he still was tied up for that amount of time doing that and had to rest afterwards. But yep,
rough.
just rip. It wasn't even the sword's fault. It was a good quality sword, very enchantable. The circumstances were great. The dice just said no. Anyways, that's why Ecroromede plans on getting enchanted items as soon as he hits the appropriate level to cast 6th level spells.
Your mic is sounding funny again, Double M.
Be right back. And mic check.
Sounds good.
Okay. Things just went quiet for the bard.
Real silent.
Alright, well, that's a non-encounter. Let me go get that up, actually. Minimize that. Minimize this. Minimize that. There we go. Loot to be identified. There's the hand axe. There's this thing. I forget where it is now. There's this thing. Don't even know where that is. And while I'm waiting, why don't I go quickly pull up that spell? I need to go in invented spells, actually.
At least the temple was willing to try for Vasa.
I mean, Vasa paid them a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It was probably in instructions. Identify. Nope, that's with a U. It needs to Y. Bloop. Jump. And pop this over to invented spells. Except this isn't invented spells. This should be spell ideas, which, come to think of it, identify is already there. Because I'm a fucking genius, that's why. Okay. 1 round per 3 levels of the caster. So I'm going to need to determine the level of the caster.
Okay, sorry about that, friends.
Welcome. Okay, they're doing that, so the probability goes up. The probability can't exceed that. Secretly rolls on the table below. It's advised. Okay.
All right, so yeah, Temple of Vernalis.
Yeah, beg my pardon. Okay, the party makes it to the temple without any encounter of note.
Yeah.
Jaziel tends to scare off most city encounters that would be bad.
Most encounters, period. Anyhow, yeah.
Well, there are certain beggars that are drunk enough or desperate.
So yeah, we will inquire at the temple. Greet them pleasantly with steeple fingers on my part, and the chest thump because I know they're into the whole fighting thing.
Well, this temple actually does the steepled fingers more than chest thump, but yeah.
Okay.
Guards are starting to greet him.
All right, and inquire about. We have some items of magical nature that we wish to have identified.
Alright, the temple will point you in the right direction, and a short while later, you'll have a priest, female, half-elf by the looks of it. Anyways, she'll ask you to accompany her. She's got a couple guards, and she takes you to a specially prepared room. They've got some shit there to test things out, table for you to put the items on. What item are you getting tested out first?
The dagger.
The dagger.
I hand the dagger to Ecroromede.
Put it on the table, please. And she
will do so.
Looks it over and picks it up and experiments with it, cutting this way, that, throwing, blah, 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 blah. And let's see if she gets it. Obviously, before the thing begins, she'll tell you about the price, where it's like, yeah, this will cost 500 gold pieces per attempt. Attempts are not guaranteed to succeed. And yes, moving forward. She does get that one, or so she believes. Dagger, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And this is a dagger of the first order. However, versus creatures which are large, it functions as a dagger of the second order. Dagger +1, +2 versus large.
Ah, that's what it means. Okay.
It grows slightly as you attack something that's larger, but if you're against something that's a man-sized or smaller, it does not grow and do the extra damage. Versatile weapon. She throws it at one of the dummies to test it, and they have a larger-than-life dummy, and she's actually able to demonstrate the growth, and she'll set it back down. And inquire if there is anything else you wish to have identified.
The axe.
The axe. Okay.
Hand
axe.
I'll hand over the axe.
And sets it on the table, looks at it, picks it up, begins swinging it about, so on and so forth. She turns and throws it at one of the dummies. It sinks in. She's good with that axe. It's definitely magical, but she doesn't know what it is. She's willing to try again, though. That was a failure.
Make it so.
Making it so. Alright, she picks it up again, and, swishes it about, and she has better luck this time. She puts it back. This is a hand axe of the second order. I cannot believe how long you sat on that fucking thing.
I know.
That's been there since the Blood Moon.
I know.
Funny enough, there are 2 potions the party never got taken care of.
And now for the shield.
Yes, the shield. Alright. 4th identification thing. Yeah, she has another cleric, try to hit her with the shield. She tries to block it, and again, failure after a minute or so of testing. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Alright, 5th attempt. Yeah, this is a shield of the first order. It's medium metal, for those keeping track of that.
Okay.
I can finally get that shit off my scrap paper.
Alright. F1 shield, medium metal.
You didn't get any of the other things from Treasure Type C, but you did get the jewelry and the magic items, which is the good shit. As well as a lifetime supply of burrs for the spider climb spell.
Yeah, but I still feel like I got gypped out of character. The only reason being is because you told us about that hammer of thunderbolts that got replaced.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready to throw one of those at the party just yet.
No, but it got replaced with a +1/+2 dagger and a +1 shield. Damn, that's a sad replacement.
Okay, let's see.
It's all good, man. I'm just bugging out of character.
I feel you, man. I'd feel bad about it, too. Almost as bad as I feel about a party member selling a +4 two-handed sword.
Oh, that was gross.
Gross doesn't begin to cover it.
+4.
Okay, so that was that percent chance. I'm making a quick dirty chart for myself for when I have to do this again.
+4 is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I just got a friend request from Double Kicker.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna pop this over to the loot to be identified thing. Make it easy. Alright. I figured out a matrix for determining the level of the cleric and thus their percent chance of identifying, as well as the probability of, the chance and so forth that the acolytes do, which gives them a boost, as well as if it's on a regular day versus a holy day. Today is not a holy day for those of you wondering. In which case, let me check that
Yeah,
actually.
I got mark off a Dungeon Master. Do we get the XP for these items now that we know what they are?
Yes, so I'll need to know who's getting what. Let me check. Today is actually... Fuck, today is a holy day. Oh, my bad. No, it's 2 days off from one. Not even the right temple's holy day, but yeah.
Well, it comes down to party. Are y'all happy with what you got?
I like the dagger.
Vasa? Vasa, if you're talking, you're muted.
I said I was fine with the hand axe.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I'm erasing that off of my character sheet.
In that case, y'all won't mind because it's items, not roleplay or anything. Dom, 600 XP for the axe. Dagger, +1, +2 versus that. That's 100 XP for Velvin for that dagger.
Okay.
Let's see. And who's taking the shield?
I am.
Alright, 1 second then. In that case, Ecroromede, 250 XP for the shield +1.
Yeah, it seems I need to beef up my armor class a little since I'm not as fast as I used to be.
It's okay. You have people with you now.
Yeah.
Good people, not like the people you used to travel with.
And the plus side, if something negates your dexterity bonus, it doesn't hurt that bad. I mean, it
Yeah.
still sucks, but yeah. Alright, so that's that done. Give me a second to advance some time here, because time has advanced. The cleric will ask if there's anything else you would like. They'll also ask if Hugo was with you. They were expecting a report from him some time ago, but he's been at the keep for a while now.
Okay. We'll explain that he is at my keep. He has been proceeding with his studies. He's also assisted in the birthing of 2 of my children.
They will tell you to, give him a message. Next time he's in town, they're waiting on that report, and congratulate him on his successes thus far.
Okay.
May your day be fruitful and knowledgeable.
As yours.
And speaking of knowledge, where's the party going this time?
At this point, I think we've got all of our shopping done. It is time to beat feet and get on over to the Lost Library bookstore.
Yes, the Lost Library.
See Xavier.
Nothing challenges the party on the way. Of course, there's the different groups of people moving around as they do, but the party makes it to the bookstore, as would be. So, Dom, I believe you've heard it out of for a different character, and Gina, I know you haven't, so I'll describe it. The Lost Library is a 2-story building. It's decently large. Is the entire party going in?
Yes, I would like to.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I think my wagon will be safe from theft with Jaziel out there.
Jaziel is a really good anti-theft system. He's almost as good as a manual transmission.
He's almost as good as a what?
A manual transmission for preventing car thieves.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the inside, it's decently luxurious. They got this nice rich carpet in a blue color. The oaken bookshelves, tall to the ceiling. There's a small office section, central help desk. Think a library, honestly. But it technically is a bookstore. That being said, it's pretty apparent that there are people there that came there to read and put the books back on the shelves, and no one seems to care.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we'll go up towards that central thing.
Xavier is not at the central thing.
Okay.
And the lad there kind of snaps too. How can I help you, sirs?
I seek Xavier.
Alright, 1 second, and he'll go run up over there, leaving the front unattended for a moment. And he'll be bringing back down to Xavier pretty quickly. And yeah, Xavier smiles upon... Say again?
Whenever the person leaves the front desk, that's when all hell breaks loose. Usually.
Anyway, he does come back pretty soon with Xavier. Xavier smiles upon seeing you, Ecroromede, and the rest of the party. And he's glad you could make it. And yeah, I'll ask if you wish to talk in his office.
That would be best.
He'll ask if y'all want any food, refreshments. Lunchtime is a few hours off yet, but if you just traveled here, maybe you're hungry.
No, I don't.
I hear typing.
Yeah, I got a message from Double Kicker, so I'm answering him.
All right.
Stop. But I am paying attention to you, Double M.
That's good.
Yeah, is it about lunchtime or so?
No, it's like an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours before then.
Okay. No, we're good, but...
All right. Again, I'm just giving flavor to the world. Point is, you're offered refreshments if you want them. It won't be anything special, but refreshments.
Yeah.
And he'll bring you upstairs. Alright.
Okay.
So Xavier brings you into the office, some comfortable chairs for you to sit down in, refreshments offered, and then he'll launch into it. Obviously, he'll introduce himself to you, Vasa, and you, Velvin, and he'll ask your names. He himself introduces himself as Xavier. He's a human, appears to be maybe 60 or something years of age. He's got this black hair with gray streaks, receding hairline. About 5'8", decently handsome in terms of that go. He does have this pair of spectacles on, and he's overall rather nerdish. But he does have this very charismatic grin on at most times when he's working. And if y'all given him your names, let me know. Otherwise,
I introduce myself, tell him I'm Velvin, the Dark Elf, herald to the Mistwalker.
Well, Velvin, pleasure to meet you, and he'll offer you his hand to shake if you wish.
I will shake his hand.
And Vasa, I don't recall if the two of y'alls have met. If not, then, he'll introduce himself. Otherwise, Vasa, good to see you. He does have a sharp memory, but it ain't perfect. In which case, he will explain the brief overview for Velvin, your benefit, and Vasa, possibly your benefit. Some time ago, well, a long time ago, really, he got interested in this supposed lost library that was by this ancient race, the Erkilians. They worship knowledge, the sun, very long time ago, pre-Second Era, like pre-Calamity. Anyways, so, huge storehouse of knowledge, no one knows where it is, it's still out there, he's certain of it. He's devoted his life to trying to hunt it down, which means purchasing random Erkilian texts as they come up and deciphering them. They wrote in ciphers for fun, in a different language, and ciphers, mixed it up as best they could. They didn't want whatever it was to be read, but he's been working at it. Anywho, a little over a year ago, Ecroromede and some friends of companions helped him recover some Erkilian text, and he digested that in a few months, cross-referenced it with what he knew, and then the fucking blood moon happened and everything got turned upside down. Since then, he, along with a cohort of other mages, scholars, sages, etc., have been working to try and connect the dots between the old map and the new map, because there has to be a pattern to it, otherwise they're fucked. They think they've got a pattern, finally. So combining that map with the notes from that book, he thinks he has a location for the Lost Library. It fits in with historical references, and he'll go on a bit of a tangent here until y'all draw him back in. He's obviously incredibly excited about this. Anyhow. Point being, y'all can look at that spoiler and out-of-character chat, because he'll pull out an updated world map and point to the red X. He thinks that's where the thing is. Specifically, there's reference to be a bastion of knowledge there, and even if it's not the Lost Library, it could be a very good historical discovery. It could point to another clue that leads to the Lost Library. He's not entirely certain of that. Solia, for what it's worth, is in the southeastern part of the map. If you go to the Maps channel, you should find it fairly easily. This thing should be maybe 30 or so miles from the unknown regions.
And it is north by northeast of Renvera. But if we follow the road, we gotta loop south first.
For Solia?
I believe. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm looking at Renvera. Or Marin, not Renvera. There's Cross. Didn't we go through Cross once?
Yeah, you went through Cross once. In fact, if you just take the road west from Cross or east from Cross, it goes down to Solia. You could then go to Solia, resupply, and then boom, there. That is the hope, at least.
Okay, now is he planning on accompanying us to go check out this red
Yes,
X?
he wants to be there to investigate it, to take notes, so on and so forth. He sold the camel a while back, but he has a riding horse now. Very pleased about the recession of the Red Desert, and there was a period where he was hiring a lad and himself to go out with a magic crystal along with a guard, and they would measure how far the desert was receding. 3 feet a day. When was it happening? We didn't know. I wanted to hire them by the hour, but I couldn't find enough volunteers. Speaking of which, hiring. I'm sure you all want to know the money. So, Ecroromede, you may remember previously, the deal was for a week of every person's time, every person got 1,000 gold pieces. That is still the deal here.
Very well. Companions, I think that's acceptable, don't you?
Likewise,
tries to keep his excitement down and smiles.
Likewise, if there is any treasure there, I mean, treasure is treasure. For your adventurers, it's your meat and bread. For me, obviously, it helps the upkeep, but I will forfeit my share of it so that you three may have it, and just the treasure for me will be whatever knowledge we get from this. And if it turns out to be nothing more than a wild goose chase, then I'll eat the loss.
Double M, can I get you to skip back on time a little bit?
Yeah?
Those damn magic gloves.
The damn magic gloves. Okay.
Yeah. I've got the money. Can we knock that out real quick?
Okie dokie. Get ready to start marking it up. So, yanking back that wheel of time, I will add a little bit for it.
Sorry, guys.
Magic gloves. Nope. No idea.
And get her to try again.
Alright. She thinks she's got something, but it's weird as hell. She's not familiar with this enchantment. She'll give you this one on the house. She's going to talk to, a better priest, a higher priest, see if maybe they can get a handle on it, because whatever this is, it is non-standard to the extreme. So, they'll ask you to wait a little bit, and a higher priest comes in, and she'll explain the thing. For knowledge's sake, I want to know what is with this. I had a handle on it, but it's like gripping an oiled fish. So the high priest, tries it on, and so forth, and let's see what we got. This one's on the house. Alright. After some consideration, the old wizened, kind of crooked, bent-over human or cerebellium, whichever, thinks that he has a lid on it. So the gloves essentially, for combat purposes, function as +1, but they've been specifically dweemered to allow a spirit to manipulate them to interact with the physical world. Like, it's strange. They'll inquire as to how you came into possession of these.
And I'll tell them the abbreviated version of the story.
Alright, now let's give them an intel check. It sounds like you faced some form of undead, a vengeful spirit, and it received help to try its mission of... It tried to strangle you with these, and the gloves would have allowed it to interact better, keep it bound to the material plane so it wouldn't just drift, to the best of their knowledge. For combat purposes, they are gloves, they are clawed, so you could scratch with them, and they do, they're essentially +1.
Okay.
But yeah, very, very non-standard. It took a bit of focusing to get that.
What was that, Belvin?
I was just saying it was a ghost touch item. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Alright.
If you don't want them, the temple would be interested in seeing exactly how it's been put together. We understand what it does, but how it does it is interesting. Would you be willing to let the temple purchase them from you?
Possibly. Or trade.
Alright. Well, if you wish to trade, what would you like traded for it?
Enchanted crossbow bolts.
Quantity and order of peril?
The best you've got.
Alright. They will take a look at their armory, and ooh, you're in luck. They have some +3 bolts. Let me check the quantity. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They have 10 +3 crossbow bolts they can trade for it.
Wow.
Done.
I figured that.
Alright. And let me go check. Bolts. Yeah, no, you got... I rolled a percentile thing via the words. Jesus, I can't. Anyways, 100 gold pieces to you, Ecroromede, for the bolts. And yeah, Vasa, you couldn't really do your open-handed strike so well with that. You didn't lose anything there.
I'm
Those
guessing
were...
you meant XP.
Yeah, XP, not GP.
Thank you.
Unless you want gold pieces instead, they'll happily buy it for 100.
Nope.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
And now that fucking item is removed from the game. Yay! They're gonna tear it apart, figure it out, and they'll find out. Yeah, it was the most unorthodox, baling wire and duct tape behind the scenes enchantment they've ever encountered. In which case, there you go. Ecroromede, am I correct in assuming you're loading up your crossbow with the +3 bolts?
Now, currently, I've got +2 bolts loaded.
Alright.
And I'm going to keep those loaded until I shoot it. And yeah, then we'll see. Because, that's still, I've only got a total of 13 magic bolts. Got to make that shit count. Don't just
Yep.
willy-nilly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no. Your luck came into there, Ecroromede. It was like almost maximum number of the best enchantment they had on hand.
Nice. All right, erasing those damn gloves off of my character sheet. And Dungeon Master, if you would please, hit the fast forward button and get us back to where we
Alright.
were.
Dungeon Master grabs the remote after taking a bite of his popcorn, and the thing goes back over to Xavier. So yeah, he mentioned treasure, I believe, and yeah, he's willing to forfeit his share for you all as, again, part of the payment. Now, it's entirely possible this is a wild goose chase, in which case he eats the loss. Knowledge is knowledge.
Okay, and when does he wish to disembark?
He's got a project he's currently wrapping up. He could leave tomorrow.
Very well. Let's see. I need to pop over into... Wait.
Let me go pull him up, Xavier.
Okay. So we'll be leaving from the northeast gate, correct, Dungeon Master?
That would be the best way to do it. You could go south and come up the other way, but that's just a longer road.
Yeah, no. So the thing is, Xavier knows that that's my establishment. So when he's ready to leave, he can stop by the Drunken Fighter and collect us from there.
Where is Xavier? Did I never...
I have another question. Are books expensive? Yes.
It depends on the contents of the book usually, but like you're here at the bookstore, you can buy something if you'd like. What type of book?
That's what I was looking for something, preferably, hopefully in Drow, and hopefully a history book of the Drow or something.
A history book of the Drow. That would be a rare thing to have here on the surface.
In Drow as well.
In Drow.
I don't want it. I don't want it in a language that my fellows can read.
Tell you what, if I find one, are you willing to wait an hour or two while I look for it? I recall a book on Orcish. Okay, I can come back to that in a second. But yeah, something tickles the back of my mind about the Drow. A history? I don't know if it was in Drow though. I would have to search for it. If you have an hour or two to wait, I can look for it.
I can wait.
Okay. And okay, book on Orcish. No, actually, they don't have a book on Orcish, primarily because Orcish is A, such a rough and brutal language, and B, there's like 20 different Orcishes. Like, they all have the same similar components that he's aware of. Most languages of the same races do. But because there's such nuance to it for the important stuff, they don't have a copy of that. He's been meaning to get one, though. But then again, there's a literal list of 10,000 different books he'd love to have. Okay. So yeah, if you're willing to wait a bit, he'll go look for that thing. And Ecroromede, you're good sitting there waiting. He'll welcome you to peruse the library.
Yeah, I'll look around while we wait on...
most of it is fairly mundane shit. Not exactly like see spot run, but there are no tomes of long-lost magics here.
No, just general fairy tales and...
history books, fairy tales, folklore, legends. There is definitely plenty of diamonds in the rough, but there's plenty of rough with the diamonds.
Anatomy?
Anatomy, interesting. Okay, I'll get back to you on that. Anatomy. Anatomy of humans or something else, because there's a healer's book. Someone tried to be a healer without being a cleric. They didn't believe in the god's almightiness, but they wanted to learn medicine. So they wrote a brief thing on that. That's kind of about anatomy. They actually have a copy of that. The book was declared blasphemy by certain temples, but they were given special dispensation to hold on to it for history purposes.
Okay.
Is that something that would interest you?
Sure.
Alright. Copy would be 10 gold pieces, and it will take, a week or two to copy it.
Okay. Yeah, I will pay for it, and I'll tip him 2 gold pieces to make sure it's delivered at the Drunken Fighter when it's ready.
Alright, so here, let me get myself a time note.
Like a P.O. box.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
like how you work it, Double M, because I was wondering. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna sell their books. This guy's a book collector. There's no way he's gonna sell a
Well,
book.
there are
He's
common
copying.
books they don't care too much about. It goes in, it goes out. But yeah, no, they frequently just copy it. And, you know, they have magic and such. Not quite on tap, that's expensive, but it's 10 gold pieces. For the average commoner, a gold piece is like a month's wages.
Yeah, I understand that. That's
So the
a
average
lot of
commoner comes in, he reads, he'll save up a few silver to get a copy of a small book or something. Or he'll come back with a copy and they'll buy it back from him at a loss.
or buy a page of his favorite book or something.
Uh-huh. Okay, that becomes day there. Okay. Now there was another thing, wasn't there? Book on Orcish I did. Anatomy good. Okay.
Wow.
Velvin, he comes back. It's
Yeah.
in common. It's called the Dark Wars. He thinks this references that. He hasn't actually read it yet. He sadly hasn't had the time on it. He thinks it references the time period you're talking of. It was written by a human scholar, not Elvish or Drow. It might be a neutral take on the war.
How much is the copy?
Copy of it? This is just history, 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces?
Now, obviously,
will
the
do
copy won't be ready today.
No, so I'll do the same as Grills, and I'll tip him the 2 gold to have it delivered with Grills' book, or Ecroromede's book, to the Drunken Fighter.
The Dark Wars.
But all I have is a 100 gold piece gem. Can they change that?
They can give you change for that in whatever denominations you'd like. If you ask for it all in copper, they're going to give you a weird look, though.
I'll take it in gold.
In gold, okay, that's, keep in
Gold,
mind, that's like
platinum.
9 pounds of gold.
Yeah, you might want to go platinum. Or mix.
You could get like a 50 gold piece gem, a 25, and then the rest in plat or gold, you know.
Oh, okay. Alright, I got it. I'll do the gem thing. I'll do
Alright,
a 50 gold piece.
you're
and
on the
rest
honor
in-
system. Okay, I'll
There you go.
figure
Yep.
out a synopsis for that later, but that's unimportant. Alright, after you've gotten, you know, he took like a proper hour to dig through the stacks and the back and so forth to find it, that you got not 3 on a really low chance item. After that, I'll ask if there's, you know, anything else. And during this time, of course, you all have been reading, perusing, or just chilling out.
Yep.
That's all.
Alright.
I think it's
Okay.
probably starting to have a grumbly tummy.
Maybe an hour or so till. Actually,
Yeah.
no, there was a bit of time there. Let's advance that. Yeah, no, it's still like an hour or so till lunch.
Okay.
Good. We can make it back to the fighter before lunchtime.
So yeah. He'll wish you well, and he'll try and be there sometime after dawn tomorrow, but before lunchtime, so y'all can set out reasonably.
Okay. And, yeah, so this is basically another bodyguard mission. Correct, Dungeon Master?
Mhm.
Good. Okay. In that case,
Along the way, on the way back to the Drunken Fighter, is there a place that we can just swing by real quick to grab some more rations because we're going out on an adventure?
yeah, we're going through the merchant district again.
Okay, I'll
Alright.
grab some
Standard
rations.
prices for standard items.
5 gold for a week of iron rations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll pick up another week's worth as well. Because, yeah. So, and with that, Dungeon Master, we will make it back to the Drunken Fighter in time for lunch. That way we don't have to pay street vendors for what I've got on tap.
Oh, Ecroromede. Alright, so as y'all are heading
Hey.
on back...
Hey, remember, I hired a decent cook. And,
You did?
And, God damn it, these people know who the boss is.
So yeah,
The other
Ecroromede...
guy. I'm the
Y'all-
silent partner.
Y'all are clear of the markets heading on out, and party perception checks.
Ooh, fancy time.
Fuck me. Hell no. There goes one of my combat rolls.
Yep, missed that shit.
Nat 20, huh, girls?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 16, so I didn't do much better. I'll put it in dice rolls.
Popping in dice rolls if you wish. Okay, Dom's character passes. Jazeel passes. Alright. Well, Ecroromede, you're gonna notice after a little bit. But yeah. Dom, you're keeping an eye on the crowds, and you notice there is a man in full plate armor. He is mounted on a nightmare.
But I know nothing.
You know, you failed by 2, which technically probably means you should make it. There should be bonuses for this shit. But
It is a nightmare.
it is a nightmare. So you know what? I'm going to give it to you. That being said, Grills, your perception score, nat 20. I can't help you there.
Yeah.
The man isn't looking at the party or doing anything aggressive. It's just, whoa. He has a two-handed sword sheathed over where he'd be able to easily pull it out from over his right shoulder.
I'll try and get Ecroromede's attention without drawing attention to myself.
How do you
Somehow.
intend to do that?
What do I have on me that I could... I don't want to throw something at Ecroromede. That'd be fucking rude. I'll try a low voice so that others can't hear. Ecroromede.
Alright, Mead, you're entitled to perception check. I hear the typing. 5! Smiley face. Yeah, Cromweed, even with a slight penalty, because he is whispering in a crowded market, you will hear.
Okay, so I'll look over my shoulder at Velvin. Huh.
And I'll kind of gesture in my head in the direction that I see the guy on the nightmare.
All right, if I understand that, Dungeon Master, I'll look in the appropriate direction.
That's easily understandable. You look over and, yep. Bone white armor. Full plate. That sword.
Ah, one of those guys. Okay. Does he appear to have noticed us?
He has. Seems to be giving you all the once-over.
I'll steeple my fingers and give him a nod.
He doesn't seem to return the greeting. Looks at you. Hard to guess his facial expression.
Nonchalantly, move on. Fuck it.
Yeah. 'Tis blasphemy for another to ride a nightmare, but this one has special dispensation. He should fall from his horse and strike his head so that steed may be freed. That kind of deal.
Yeah,
In which case, they can't do shit and you know it.
he knows better.
Knights of Death.
I must say something. I figured I couldn't let that go unseen.
Yeah, no, that's one of my random encounters is a nightmare, or a Knight of Death on his nightmare. That being said, I can now take that off and I'll have to replace it later. Actually, wait, there's a city encounter, my bad.
See, that's street cred. Yeah.
Okay, moving forward, and the rest of the time passes without encounter, the party gets the drunken fighter in time for lunch.
Okay.
I need to make a quick reference sheet for Xavier.
And I need to get a smoke real quick. So, yes. You go inside, and
Getting a drink.
If Jazeel is hungry, have something sent out for him.
And the rest of this I shouldn't need. Oh, his hit points. I should probably get those.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good idea.
His perception, likewise, I need to double check that, but I believe that was actually decent. There's Red. There's Xavier. Yeah, that's right. He's got decent perception.
Yes. When you ride a nightmare, you belong to a special club. You don't know all the other members, but you know each other on sight.
Okay. So yeah, dinner is good. Lunch is good.
Lunch.
And what's the party doing after lunch?
Play cards? I don't know. I've got that book coming that I could study if I had it with me, but And of course, Dungeon Master, I'm doing that for training purposes.
Yeah, no, it won't count for as much. It's not like a proper assassin's tome, but it does list a couple critical points. That being said, it would probably be remedial for you. This is human anatomy.
Okay,
But
well,
always
still,
helps. You know, it's training put in for assassins.
It's part of the collection that a character such as mine should reasonably have built up and everything. Anyhow, at this point,
I am back.
welcome back. When we talk to Xavier on the road, I can discreetly make other inquiries of Xavier.
Alright.
Alright, we'll do double M.
Yeah, no, that I'm gonna forget that. Try not to, please, because that's one of those attention to detail things.
So yeah, Dungeon Master. Oh, one other item I would have wanted to pick up was a tarp. Is that okay?
Tarp size. I think that's actually in shops, isn't it?
I think so. Just something big enough to cover the back of the wagon.
Shops isn't here. I'm gonna have to copy that over.
Oof.
Shots. No, shops. Bloop.
There we go.
Popping that over by maps. There we go. And I'll make one over for the other. Nope, that's the meat. Yeah. Making one for the Hans campaign, too.
So this way, we've got the 4 suits of padded armor stuffed with cloth, and they're covered up with the tarp in the back. The 2 crossbow strings, that are obviously the right size. I would have checked that in the purchasing thing. Those are in my backpack, by the way.
Synopsis 4B.
Yes. And none of that's particularly high dollar shit that we need to put a guard on, so it will stay on the wagon. And yeah, we're basically, unless one of my companions wants to do something special, I think we're just killing the day.
Don't kill the day. Execute it.
Assassinate it.
Yes, assassinate. Perhaps we should go over and talk to Granny and the people over at the guild, see if they've seen any faces or heard any word.
This is still the wrong table for that.
I think they haven't had enough time.
10 months?
Yeah, I guess it has been 10 months.
Has it been 10 months since we made contact? I thought that was later on in the thing. All right. Well, yeah, then Dungeon Master after lunch. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so during lunch is when this is going to happen. 2d4 plus 4. Huh.
That's another thing I wanted to do. Oh, but how much does that guy charge for those portraits?
Which guy for which portraits? Oh, that guy.
Sketch artist. Yeah.
I forget, honestly.
Okay. I was just thinking that maybe I could go get a sketch made of Yelron so I can keep it in my backpack.
Alright, tell you what, I'll figure out the price if you want to go there.
Thank you.
You let me know about that.
I want it.
Okay, so you're going on over to there after lunch?
Sure. Well, yeah. We'll go there first and then to Granny's.
Okay.
I asked Mr. Ecroromede if he would mind taking us there.
Sure, that's fine. After we visit Granny.
Okay, Granny first.
Yes.
Ecroromede, while you and your crew are eating lunch, perception checks.
Okay.
In the middle of our lunch. Yeah.
Nat 1, 11, okay. Everyone passes easily. The batwing doors of the establishment are pushed on open as a human in plate mail armor with a long sword, medium metal shield, and a crossbow. He has the crossbow, in his arms, obviously crooked in, his fingers off the trigger, just carrying it, not using a sling. Why would he do that? Walks on in. Behind them is a dwarf with 2 axes stuck in his belt. The dwarf, it's hard to see at first, but the dwarf is wearing some kind of ring mail, it looks like.
Okay.
In which case, this dude perks up upon seeing a Ecroromede and walks on over to the table at a leisurely pace with the dwarf following behind.
Recognize him?
Sitting at the table, I'll just put my hand near my blades, just in case.
Duly noted. Grills, you were saying?
Do I recognize either of them?
No. Well, hold on. Give me a second here. The dwarf rings a bell. Was he a combatant at the Tournament of Fighters? If he was, he wasn't exceptional.
Okay.
You know, it's a dwarf. They all look the same.
No offense,
You
Molly.
paid attention to the exceptional fighters, but there were a lot of not exceptional fighters there.
Okay.
Anyways, so the guy swaggers on up with the dwarf and gives a chest thump salute.
I'll return it.
Salutations. My company and I were looking for work. We heard that the Mistwalker pays well.
What kind of work do you do?
Guarding, fighting, delving into dungeons for treasure. We are men of many skills.
Well, I have recently taken a contract for a sage who will be traveling in our company. He is paying for the services of 3. I do not know if he would be interested in having any others join on. He'll be coming by tomorrow morning.
And your
It's possible
charisma.
there may be work for you.
The man says he'll discuss it with his crew, and they'll see if they're willing to take it on. And if so, they'll have a representative here to negotiate.
How many in your crew?
He and his group measure 5. Small band.
Again, I'm not the contractor this time. My services are being paid for. But we shall see.
Stump, yep, it's a lead. His guys are looking for a job. They've heard about the Mistwalker from associates of associates and rumors and gossip, and you're in town this time around. They've passed through a few times before, but you've always been out, so why not try their luck? Anyways, thank you, and bid you a good day, and he and the dwarf will head on out.
Good day.
Okay. Non-encounter. I rolled up a fighter and I figured out why he would be here, and it's like, fuck it. John, Cassie, Peter, they're all alive and well. They've talked. You're going to have fans approach and being like, hey, I want to work for you. I want to be rich.
I will tell Ecroromede that I didn't like the look of those fellows.
We shall see.
We shall.
We shall see.
Okay. Lunchtime passes without further encounters. Give me a second.
Okay.
Music list. Okay, so where's the party going after lunch?
Granny's, then the sketch artist, depending on how things go.
Okay.
Yes.
Commands. Still the wrong one. Okay. Over to Granny's. Let me advance time. Alright, you head on over to Granny's. It's as you would expect with regards to her knitting something out front in the shade of a tree.
Alright. And, yeah, I don't know if either of you two should come in.
We'll wait here with the horses.
Okay. Alright, then I will approach the front porch dungeon master. I will steeple my fingers, nod my head. Greetings, revered Granny.
And she'll greet you and ask how she can help.
I merely came by to see if there was any new word. If the family had discovered anything of those inquiries I made quite some time ago.
That was the funny thing. You asked about it and it's like they disappeared. Like, okay, so cards on the table. They knew a couple blood hunters by vague relation, and they were gonna carefully lean on that without leaning too much. And she's explaining this in a hushed, whispered tone. See what they can dig up for you. but they went to ground. Like, poof, smoke.
Okay.
Something happened some months back, and no one's seen a blood hunter for a while now.
Yes. So I'll get close enough that I can speak in a very soft voice and she'll be able to hear me. And I will inform her that it seems out at my keep, I had a large number of visitors. They were rather unruly.
Again, Grills, that was 10 months ago. That's what prompted you to do this. I don't know if you ever informed them exactly what it was, but you informed them you were hunting. And since then, they kept their ears to the ground. And about 4 or 5 months ago, roughly around the same time the Red Desert stopped shrinking, blood hunters disappeared. Not overnight, but they went from being everywhere to no one can find them.
Okay, so she's up to speed. Well, again, I trust my standing is still in good nature with the family.
Mm-hmm.
And if the family needs my assistance on any matters, of course, you all know how to get a hold of me.
They do.
Very well. In that case, I'll thank her for her time. And may you have a most pleasant day, Granny. Steepled fingers, nod, and rejoin the party.
All right. And off to the portraitors. Painter? I have no clue. The artist, yes.
The artist. Yes.
Now, Velvin, I don't want to get your hopes up here. The beauty that was Yalron is Yalron.
I know it can't be
could
captured.
Not be captured by mere mortals. Even the gods would struggle. You're certain. You love Struck Fool.
I totally understand that, and I'll take the best I can get.
Okay, so y'all are going on over there. You've got the. It's more than lack of news. It's news of lacking. Like it's not natural.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah, Velvin, the party's going on over there. You're gonna go on in and explain that you want a portrait of a woman.
Yes. And I'll do like they did and explain her beauty from my point of view.
You know, it would be at this point really that the guy would start cursing in some language and probably vague German about how he's not a fucking, porn star drawer and go to... You get the gist. Everyone wants a photo of a woman. Everyone.
I just wanted her face. Just her face.
Mm-hmm. But no, this isn't that campaign. I'm not actually going to do that. So.
I'm going to offer to assist.
Oh, alright. Ecroromede's got the perfect memory. So, yeah, Velvin, you're going to give the best details you can, and Ecroromede, you're going to try and supplement where you can.
Master Artist, I take it you're not adverse to sorcery of a benign nature.
The beneficial nature is the best. The sorcery that turns lead into gold. But benign is also acceptable.
All right, then. I'm going to sit down, make myself comfortable, and crack out the old crystal ball.
Mm-hmm. That item. I've given him a German accent. He's German now.
Okay. Master Artist, ready your tools of trade, as this will be the best description you have ever had in your life as an artist.
Ecroromede, you have used this before to get a painting of Ryle.
Oh, damn it. That's right, I did that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that being said, he's eager to try. Your mind is vivid.
Yes. Yeah, open up the telepathy function and picture her face from my crystalline memory. And he's going to get like 10 minutes of that.
Yeah, no, so like the first 10 seconds, he's just, that's not a woman, that's a goddess.
Draw, damn it.
Yeah, no, then he collects himself and he starts drawing rapidly.
So after about 10 minutes, he should have a firm mental hold.
Yeah, no, he takes notes and puts guidelines on paper. He's decent at what he does. And that's not a woman, that's a goddess.
Pack away the crystal ball and wait.
Yep. And he'll say, obviously, that he'll need some time. Y'all can peruse his catalog of various arts that he's done, or you can come back later. He'll need an hour or two. But he...
You can, if my companion will pay for it now, you can send the art over to the drunken.
I would. What is the cost?
for
Hey,
this thing here, it's... Honestly, I haven't figured out the price yet. I'm going to say 10 gold pieces this time around.
10 gold, and here's 3 extra for delivering it to the drunken fighter after it's done.
Yeah.
I'm learning from Ecroromede, and I pay him in gold pieces.
And he'll happily, take that or tell you to leave it on the counter because he'll be working. However this arrangement works, we're going kind of back and forth. Anyway, point is he gets to work on it. It will be done. It will be decent quality. Again, immortal hands cannot properly capture the beauty, but pretty lady. Pretty lady.
And he understood that it was the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen. So.
Oh yeah, no, he was like 2 seconds from weeping. It was only his own mental fortitude of, okay, back to work, and drawing other things that he considers beautiful. But if he ever finds that woman and she wants to model, have her come here. I will pay. That's Michelangelo finding his David right there. Really, that's holy shit. What on earth was that? Because that was no woman. Anyways, that little bit of thing is done, and he'll send it on over, so y'all can peruse the shop if you wish, or go do something else. Advancing time.
And if he really wants some things to draw, I could share the horrors of my mind.
If you pay.
The 3-headed snake. That'll be the next portrait I get done.
The demons from the night of the blood moon.
Mm-hmm. Zod.
Yeah.
Fucking Zod.
Zod Nosferatu.
Just call him Zod.
Zod. Anyhow, yeah, Dungeon Master, at this point, I think we should head back to the inn and just, enjoy the hospitality of a roof, since we're probably going to be a few weeks without one.
I mean, the distance is amazingly, despite crossing half the width of it, not that far, because my world map is kind of small, all things considered. But you never know. The party also moves fast.
I haven't heard any special request from Vasa, so...
Yeah, Dom, if there's anything you'd like to get done during this time, like, you could reasonably be like, a Dungeon Master, I'll stay in my room and read my Elvish book.
Besides, like, a little bit of shopping, like, I want to get a signal whistle, that kind of stuff. Nothing here.
Standard prices for standard items.
When we were going through the basic markets,
This is the start of the shop's channel.
Yeah, no, I haven't put anything there yet. I can't copy that fast. If y'all want, I can take 2 minutes and copy it over.
No, I'll just go over to the other Discord and look at the prices. It's, 2 clicks away?
Yep. I am not lazy. What's the opposite of lazy? Stupid? Yeah, let's go with that.
Procrastinating?
Well, no, I've got it ready, if y'all want to continue. Assuming no one wants...
Let's continue with the session, because this is stuff that can be done anytime.
Yep. So, assuming no one wants to do anything special, I'm going to start advancing time, as the rest of the day kind of just passes without encounter. Y'all deal cards, drink, eat, and be merry. Enjoy the warmth of a hearth and the food over your heads, and Nighttime begins to creep on in. The party isn't really tired at that point, but they will be in an hour or two.
Dungeon Master, what grade cloth should I use for bandages?
You could use common cloth for bandages. It's just a bandage. You're just wrapping it and making a loop and tightening it to hold the blood in.
Okay, so 10 square yards. Do you reckon that's enough to stuff 4 suits of padded armor with?
10 square yards? Like, are you rolling it up to stuff the suit?
Wadding it up.
Wadding it up. 10 square yards. That would become 5. Yeah, 5 square by 5 square. 5 yards by 5 yards is 15 feet by 15 feet. Reasonably, yeah.
Okay, so I'll mark off 7 gold for that. I'm getting the shopping knocked out, so I'm get the money marked off. Okay, there was the armor itself.
Standard price. Let me know when y'all want me to continue. Alright, letting y'all do shopping. I'll start moving over shops.
Had it. 4 gold times 4, that's another 16. What else was it I said that we had on that list?
Hmm.
The tarp. I didn't see the tarp on there.
Oh, tarp isn't there? Alright,
yeah, I don't see a tarp.
Nope, there is no tarp. Canvas? Let me check.
Ooh,
I just want to quickly look.
Canvas, 1 square yard. Dungeon
Yep, there you
Master,
go.
that worked.
And that's per square yard. You could reasonably order something bigger. It might take longer to make, but that's per square yard.
Okay. So, a square yard is 3 foot by 3 foot. So 4 of those would be a 12 by 12, or no, would be 6 by 6.
Or alternatively 12 by 3.
So I could go 9 by 6, and that should cover the back of the wagon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so canvas, 4 silver times 6 is 24 silver, and I'm just going to list it as a tarp on my character sheet.
Yep, that works.
Thank you.
I knew I'd seen tarp there already.
Is there a twine?
Not
like a non-rope rope, you know what I mean? Like a small rope?
There's thread.
Thread, that's for sewing. I mean, like something that you use to tie a tarp down that's not big, fat, like climbing rope.
String? No. Well, you could always just get rope and
unbraid it, make 3 strands out of it?
Yeah. Excuse me, Mama. Yellow?
Something like that, yeah. Since I'm waiting, shops.
I'll have to do that then, I guess.
Like just thin rope.
Okay. Okay, Mama.
Full plate, 4,000 gold pieces. Hot damn.
It's expensive.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, I've got that stuff on the wagon, and it's paid for, and yeah, so I've got dummies for when we camp.
Yep. I'm just quickly copying things over. I started, now it's too late to stop. Sorry.
That's fine, I'm about to do another smoke. That is...
The nice thing about this is that I can totally just copy and paste it from things we've already done before. The original putting paper to pen was annoying, but at this point it's just copy paste.
Gotta love that digital, eh?
Superior to analog in most ways, but there is something very nice about flipping through an actual spell tome.
Yes, there is. There's a reason I spent all those monies on all those books.
Because it's fucking awesome.
And 24 silver. Wait. 20 silver to a gold. Okay. Another gold and 4 silver.
Boop.
1 silver left there. And oh crap, that means I gotta. Or I could mark off 2 electrum. That's the same. That leaves 8 there.
Alright, done.
Damn it, I didn't get that smoke. Oh well.
No, you can get the smoke. I'll copy the stuff over to the coal channel.
Oh, there you go. Besides that, we're kind of fast tracking a half a day or then a night or something like that. Right?
Yeah, DM. Would there be a chance that I could find an all black horse for sale? A riding horse?
What's the type of horse?
Uh, riding horse, the light riding.
Give me a minute. I want to quickly open Discord in browser. Aeroplane, verify.
Yes, horse riding light.
Just give me a second. Discord's being funny. Seven 44047. Alright, it doesn't want to work. Funk. Okay, so you're looking for... Let me go over to shops. Wrong shops. You're looking for... Tack and harness. Provisions. Okay. Horse, what type?
Riding light.
Light riding. Okay. And you're looking for one that's jet black, like hair, coat,
Yep,
everything?
all of it, everything, hooves, everything. I don't want any. If he's got
Yeah,
any
no.
colors on him, I won't go for him. No?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
They didn't really do
I'll-
this because once upon a time this was a desert. They still haven't gotten all the different colors of horses, and you didn't want a dark horse in the desert. That thing attracted heat.
I'll check in the next town.
Alright, duly noted.
Okay. Well, I've done all my shopping, Dungeon Master. Thank you. So, yeah, killing time here.
I think I can wait on the other thing.
Chronicles, killing time.
While I'm here, I will buy the saddle blanket, the bit and bridle, and saddlebags. So that
Where are
way,
you
if I ever
storing
do
that?
get the horse, pardon, I'm gonna put it in the wagon.
Okay. Make sure whoever's keeping track of what's on what to mark that shit up.
Oh, just keep it on your character sheet.
Yep, I'll keep what I have on the wagon on my character sheet. Noted. That is.
Almost done, guys. Sorry.
And yep, one other question, Dungeon Master. I'm willing to pay the extra if it's possible to make sure that my bit and bridle, all the leather work, is all dyed black.
Alright. Mark it up by 10%.
10%. Thank you.
Okay. I really want to copy that shit over, but I will wait. Bloop. Okay. So, shops is here on this thing, and honestly, I think there's a copy channel, isn't there? Clone channel. No, that's just the same. Permissions, user rate limit. It doesn't copy the things, I don't think. Anyways, back to session. Apologies for the delay.
Yeah, back to session.
So yeah, night begins to fall, and the party is just gonna go till dark, and till it's time to go to bed.
Well, dinner, and a little bit after dinner, because, what is it, like 10 hours of night?
12.
12? Okay. So, yeah, we're not going to sleep for 12 straight hours, so...
You're not gonna wake up at dawn either, usually.
Okay, so, yeah, we sit around. I can tell the two of them stories while we play cards about the things we fought, like the cave with the statues, and how we need to check that out sometime, but I'd like to have either a little more manpower when we do that, or some special precautions, because I believe there's something in there that turns shit into stone. So, yeah. Anyhow, blah, blah, blah. Fill them in on some history and teach whichever one of them was trying to buy the Book of Orcish how to cuss in Orc.
Alright, Dom, you can mark that on your character sheet and also know some Orcish cusses.
That ought to be like half their language, right?
I'm fine with that.
You're not wrong.
Now, in the heat of the moment, you might need an intel check because you only heard it once at night while you were eating and stuff. So, Anywho. Okay, the night passes without encounters that you are aware of.
Orcish slurs.
Alright, morning comes, light shines upon Denalia.
Okay, we get up, we morning routines, eat. Let's see. Trying to remember what kind. Okay, I know that Go Girl's not wearing armor. Velvin, what about you? What are you wearing for armor?
What am I wearing at this current moment? Let me read it. It says here somewhere. I believe it's leather. Yes, leather.
Yeah, you really need to upgrade that shit sometime.
So, a
Leather.
question I have. In newer D&D, heavier armors affect your dexterity bonus. Does that matter? No?
Not
You still
here.
get your dex bonus?
Nah, your thief
Okay.
skills, absolutely, should you have those. Yeah,
I
you can't
do have
cast in
those.
heavy armor.
Oh, okay. So you're staying in light armor.
Yeah, I want to stay stealth.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Just
Gotcha.
buy some leather armor. They sell it down the street for like 5 gold a pop.
I'm wearing leather.
Magic leather, I'm sorry.
Oh, magic leather. Haha.
Yeah.
Right next to the elfin chain dealer.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, Dungeon Master, we're just gonna relax, chill out, practice our orcish cussing, and
Alright. After about 30 or so minutes after y'all finish up breakfast, that duo from earlier comes on by. The dwarf with the 2 axes in his belt. He doesn't speak much, apparently, and the human with the crossbow, longsword, shield, so on and so forth.
all right.
And again,
We're
they
waiting.
inquire. And yeah,
We're waiting on the employer to show up.
Alright. You dealing them into the game of cards? Like
If they want to play, yeah.
The dwarf just stands there all stoically and looks around at everything suspiciously, but the guy does play. You're pretty sure he tries to cheat once or twice.
When you deal him in, I turn and say, deal me out.
Okay.
You gotta have personality somewhere, Jesus.
Alright,
Even
well,
if
he gives you
it's
a
not
funky
always
look.
good.
Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a few hours. Xavier didn't forget, but he did get caught up with something else. But around 3 or so hours after sunrise, Xavier does come on in. He's wearing leather armor. It's fitted. You know, it fits him, but he's obviously not accustomed to it, and he's got a short sword at his side, as he did before.
Okay. Xavier, over here at my table. And
So comes on over.
so Xavier, after our rendezvous yesterday, these 2 fellows, and I'll indicate with my head the guy in the plate, the dwarf, approached me for employment. He says their team numbers 5. And I did not presume to speak for you. I did not know how big of a group you wished.
With the rate I'm paying, smaller is better, and I don't know if we'll need them. He'll obviously introduce himself to them and inquire, okay, any histories, so on and so forth, references. And, let me do... Oh, hell no. Well, he will thank the gentleman, but say that he feels that their services will not be required for this particular endeavor, but they are welcome to come to his shop later on. It's in the northeastern part of the city. Just, yeah. The Torn Page. And, yeah, come on by the Torn Page if you're looking for employment later. I'm certain I'll find you something.
And I may have a job for your group in the future, but it will be weeks from now, I anticipate.
Well, the guy doesn't particularly care for that, but, tosses back his cards, and he doesn't exactly wish you to go fuck yourselves, but they leave in a huff.
Okay.
I wouldn't hire them. Something about him rubbed me wrong, and I've never hired a bad employee. Anyways. So, I'm ready to depart. I have my horse. Didn't have to load up on quite so much water.
All right. In that case, Dungeon Master, we will get the wagon, the horses, Jaziel, and...
Alright.
yeah.
Someone update formation to include Xavier. He is riding a light riding horse. It is not barded in any way. His horse is pitch black. No, I'm joking.
Where is he gonna be?
He
Put
is
him to
good
the
traveling
left.
wherever you think he should travel. Obviously, the head of the spear should probably still be Ecroromede and Jazeel, but he's good behind them. He's good behind Wagon 1. Likewise, when it comes to fighting or walking, he's going to stick to the back.
Put him to the
I
left
believe
of
that.
the wagon.
I updated.
Thank you.
Yeah, Xavier will lead the way. Now he obviously has a route to suggest, which is basically just take the northwest road out of Rinvera. Take it. Supposedly there's that elvish village gatekeep. We can rest there, get to cross. From there, take the southeastern road to Solia. And then from there, I figure we just forge through the forest, do northwest and northeast, and try our luck.
Agreed. All right, we have a route then. Dungeon Master, we're loaded up, and Dom updated the formations, I believe.
It's that many miles from Rinvera to there. How many from there to there, though? 1 second, please. I need to do maths.
All right.
That becomes from there to there to there. Okay, and updated. If the party's ready, y'all can head on out.
Okay.
Any last
We
minute
are
shopping
heading out.
before you all go? Xavier says he's ready. Torches, rations, supplies, bandages.
I got everything in the little shopping there yesterday.
Alright, in
Okay.
that case, Ecroromede, set the pace.
3 miles an hour.
3
Maybe
miles
a
an hour.
little more. If they keep up okay, and it's not distressing the horses.
Alright. And yeah, you're gonna manage about 3. The horses are pulling a fair bit of weight.
Okay. So it's armor class 3. 0. Yep.
Alright. The road travels swiftly enough, though. It's pretty much a straight shot. I forget exactly when y'all would reach that southern point, and I don't feel like doing the math, so I'm going to just declare it to be... How many miles?
Yeah.
90 total. Divided into rough thirds.
Yeah. No. No, they're insane.
Okay. Everyone still here?
I'm here. I got called away for a second, but I was
Yep.
in earshot. Sorry about
I'm
that.
here.
Okay. So after traveling for a few hours, y'all are about halfway to the next intersection, midway point. It's about lunchtime.
Okay. And we will stop, feed and water the horses, and feed ourselves.
Alright. Xavier does that thing he does where he'll pull out a book and start writing after he's done eating for a bit while resting. Yeah, he actually brought like a quill and everything you'd need. Eat, then read your Elvish book.
How can you read it after you've ate it?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Alright. Don't everyone start coughing at once. Anywho, once y'all are done with that, packing up and moving on.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, we are Dungeon Master.
Okay, I keep getting feedback from someone, too.
Test,
Three.
test.
I don't think it's you.
I'm on a headset.
No, like the feedback is, it'd be like if you quickly turned on or off a microphone. The pop.
Oh, yeah. That would possibly be me, because sometimes when I cough, I turn off my mic real quick, or if my wife starts talking to me, I shut it off.
There you go. Yeah, no, the pop. But that's cool.
Okay.
I get it. Okay, hey, finally an encounter.
If I click the button on Discord, does it not create that pop? Let me try it.
Nope, no popping.
Okay, I'll use that from now
Oh, I know what this thing is.
on. There's a thing?
There is a thing.
Better not be any stuff with it.
Or any doohickeys. They're always the worst.
Stuff, things, and doohickeys? We're all gonna die.
Nah,
Nah, Chrome's here.
y'all might die, but
Hey! Remember who saved your life last time, brother?
hey, it's not that I want to leave you to die, but I mean,
That's right, I know. Hey, you've been nothing but good to me, man. Nothing
Now,
but
the
good to
final nail in the coffin would be doodads.
oh no, I got lots of doodads. Those aren't a problem.
me. Chromie did me a solid today, did Velvin a solid today. That was like brothership. When you used your ability to use your crystal ball to make sure that my portrait of the one I love is as perfect as possible,
Yes.
that is just like I couldn't have asked you to do that. You did it on your own, and it's way better than me ever asking.
Okay, one moment, please. I think I can max this guy out.
That's something we'd like to hear from the DM.
Yeah, man, that's maximum XP.
It is, or maximum danger. You know, high risk, high reward. Anyway,
Of course. Nothing less. As long as it doesn't kill the guy who's going to pay us for this mission.
Oh no, that's the thing. He's wearing leather armor, but he is no fighter.
And he's a book collector. Is he a wizard?
Dungeon Master, have we gotten to the encounter yet?
Y'all are currently traveling.
No. We're traveling. We don't even know if it is an encounter yet. He's just rolling things
Okay,
up.
so yeah, Dungeon Master, going to call the party to a halt, and I'm going to ride over back to Xavier, and I'm going to tell him, hold still a minute or two.
All right.
And Dungeon Master, I'm casting.
All right. I believe we've covered this before. I forget if you ever stone skinned him, but as you start, he would have been like, "Hold on, magic," and I assume you're not just going to quietly do that because he, I'd have to bring that to a dice roll of whether or not he's going to accept the Dwemer. But yeah.
Well, take it to the dice roll, but yeah, I'm going to stone skin him twice.
All right. He's trusting for now,
Okay.
and he will ask afterwards what you did.
Protective magic.
Okay, I forget if he got it before. If that's the case, then disregard this. Stone skin times
Keep
2,
you
but
alive.
that is in character, so yeah.
It's hard for you to pay us if you die. So.
Much appreciated.
And with that, yeah, move it out. Yeah, really, yeah. Right
Okay,
up.
I need to figure out how this thing works here, because this bit's kind of funky.
I should have thought of that sooner. Duh.
Yep, no, I was wondering about that. I'm gonna rule that as a... This is so funky, honestly. I think it's that plus that? I need to check something here, because this is weird. Like, afterwards I will dissect this with you, but I think I got it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's probably that. Probably. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay. So the party is traveling along.
Back on the trail, yes.
On the road again.
And yeah, party's traveling along.
Just can't wait to face
Everyone can give me a perception check, but there is a super big penalty there. So if you roll a 1, I'll let you know, basically.
No, I got my perception.
Now Voss actually has a good thing. She might get it.
I was close. I rolled a 2.
Wow.
With a 19 perception. If that counts.
Hold on.
That's pretty damn good. Yeah, Bard just picked up. Okay, Dom. Your character perceives as they are driving the wagon, there's some rustling in the brush and bushes to the south. It's very subtle, though, faint. Could have been the wind, but you perceive that there might be something more there. So, if you have an action, put it in. Otherwise, I will continue advancing time. Dom, you doing anything special? Oh, typing it in character. Hey guys, stop real quick. Something's here with us. Okay, I've got Xavier off to the left, which would be north side of the wagon, so he should hear. Ecroromede, you'll need a perception check because I didn't hear any screaming, shouting, etc. on there in front of you, behind you. Jam.
Like combat rolls.
Jaziel does hear, however, and rears up and around for a little bit.
Okay. Well, if he does that, then there's a reason, so I'm looking.
Yep.
Those old ears.
Alright, so characters, go ahead and talk it. Time is ticking forward 1 second per second here. Jaziel brings you over towards the wagon.
What's wrong?
Vasa? There he is.
God damn it, Double M. God damn it, Double M. Fucking hell.
And you thought I forgot about that.
No, I didn't think you forgot about them, but like.
So Vasa, what are you saying?
Say something or I'm gonna slap you, girl.
To be fair, the girl may be typing. No, not typing.
If you slap me, I will slap you 10 times harder. You realize that, right?
I understand you're good at slapping.
What's going on here? Xavier asks.
I'm not sure.
I felt there was a strange thing going on around us.
What kind of strange thing?
Sorcery.
Some bullshit, that's what.
Bullshit. There was
I've
cows.
had to deal with this
cows
a little bit
pooping.
previously as well.
What is it?
Are we in
Get on.
danger?
Fucking hallucinations or illusions bullshit.
Oh, you have a mental illness.
I wish it was that simple.
Let's continue on.
I wish it was that simple.
Alright, Ecroromede, looking around carefully. Well, it's a forested area, as I described now for you. Trees, grass, brush, woodlands.
And Jaziel sniffs and shakes his head no.
Yeah. Alright, that being said, Velvin gets out the bow and notches an arrow. I'll stick close to the wagon, Xavier says, and he does lead the horse closer to the wagon. Riding on.
Fucking hell, Double M.
I'll keep my bow ready
Squeak.
as we're riding on here.
Duly noted.
Was
Are
it
you
the
keeping an
rat?
arrow?
Was
Oh,
it the
yeah.
rat?
It
Bob.
was the rats. It was the rat. Those fucking things.
Anyways, party continues onward. Obviously the first few minutes after that's a bit tense. Y'all are looking around, checking over your shoulders to the best of your knowledge.
Code Red, we've got a possible Doolittle over here.
Was that a rat? No, wait, it was just a rock. No, wait, it was a rat. No, wait, it was just a rock. And anyways, the next couple hours do pass, however. And before too long, night begins to creep up. Give me a second advancing
You're gonna make
distance.
me go on a rat genocide.
That should go in quotes. We don't have a quotes here, do we? I don't think we need one. So I'm totally
Rats,
creating
cats, and bats. Oh my.
Alright, there's a quotes thing, but it's in the general channel, so it can be for either campaign. Anyways, yeah, party people, pop it into new. Night is falling.
Okay. Yeah, Momo? I know. Yeah. I'm contagious like that. Dungeon Master, in addition to setting camp with the campfire, we will be parking on the right-hand side of the road.
Okay.
See to the horses, eat dinner, etc. The 4 dummies are coming out from underneath the tarp,
Okay.
and they're going to be set up like they're people that are sleeping around the campfire. Okay.
Yippers.
And their job is
Decoys.
decoys, exactly.
So you've got the 4 decoys, you got Xavier. I need to know what Velvin and Ecroromede are doing in terms of sleeping. I know Vasa is staying inwards in terms of inside.
I put mine in the
Formations is
action.
good. Or action.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
night.
this time is different because we're traveling, so it could be situational. That's why I put it in actions.
Okay, mine is there. It says opposite direction of travel, outside firelight, hiding in shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've been headed east. So I'm on the west, outside of the firelight.
All right. Okay, Velvin.
And
If you're going under the thing, that puts you north.
Yep.
And Vasa, north inside Firelight. Xavier will be close to Vasa, obviously, as you know the rest of y'all are outside, and he recognizes a small company.
and Xavier, for your safety, I should make you invisible.
All right, he's amicable to it. Can he take it off when you don't need it anymore? You know.
If you hit something or something hits you, it will come off.
Right, he'll be careful
So,
not to get hit until he wants to.
yes, but if you need to become visible again, just clap your hands really hard.
Hey, Double M.
Yeah, huh?
I see in the formations that it says next to girl's name, hide in shadows. Is that something that needs to specifically be noted?
Specifically, what he's trying to do is hide in the shadows, but still be close enough to the heat that his body heat is kind of mingled with it, and thus harder to detect.
Okay.
Leverage. Leveraging the firelight.
I'm under the wagon.
Yep.
Now then, Velvin, before you go to sleep.
So who's setting
Yes,
up the
sir.
dummies?
Yeah, I said I was setting up the
You're
dummies.
setting them up. Okay, that's what I need to know.
Okay, and so Velvin, hold still.
Yes.
All right, this is going to take a few minutes. Dungeon Master, casting Strength.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll the d8. Velvin, your strength currently is...
No, I can't. I had invisibility memorized, not strength.
Oof.
Oh well. I'll hook
Hey.
it up tomorrow.
I'll take the invisibility.
No,
I
he
already
gave it to
used it.
Xavier.
Oh, yeah. That's smarter.
Our ATM needs to be.
Yeah. Got to keep the money safe.
That's right. So Dungeon Master, camp set up. I ate. The dummies are out, and I need to study for 12, 24, half an hour.
All right.
And after that half hour, I'll be going to sleep. Obviously, like I said, hiding in the shadows at the edge of blah, blah, blah. You know.
Okay. This is a fun creature. All right, so the party goes to sleep. Anyone doing anything
Okay.
special before night?
So I got those spells.
Mm-hmm.
Eating, knocking
Yes.
off a ration.
Yeah, mark off your rations. Xavier is invisible when he does it, so y'all kind of see the ration. Just he holds it for like a minute and then it disappears. And then there's a point where he's going to go right and it's like, no, fuck, that turned invisible. All right, putting it back.
Double M, with
Wait,
that
you said
description, I
something
have a
about a
question
book?
for you.
Say again?
I said, with that description, I have a question for you.
All right. Well, hold on a second, Grills.
Did Xavier say something about a book?
Yeah, no, he was going to write in his book, but the thing is, whatever you're holding will turn invisible after a few minutes too. So, how are you going to
Xavier.
write?
Xavier, place the book on the ground. Place a stone on the opposing pages to keep it open, and then write on it. Just don't set it in your lap. Just have it on the ground. That way the book stays visible, and thus you can write. Just be real careful you don't stab yourself in the thumb when you dip your quill in your ink. You might
Thank you.
want to leave you might want to leave the ink on the ground as well. So
Yeah, no, he'll find a rock or something to set up with that, and he'll do that. Thank you, Ecroromede.
okay. And since I'm going to sleep and you're going to be rolling for encounters, I'm going to sneak out for my nicotine.
Now, Gina, what was your question?
It wasn't important. It was a dumb question.
No, I want to hear
No,
it.
the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask.
Oh, wait till you hear this one, girls, and you'll change your fucking mind about that.
The
So if
dumb
someone's
question.
invisible and they're taking a poop, is the poop invisible until it hits the ground and lets go, or how does that work?
The shit would be invisible until it hit the ground, and then it would phase into visibility shortly thereafter.
Okay.
No, that ain't a stupid question. It's a bit like I'm holding a dagger, I drop it, you could have asked. That's the same deal. The dagger turns visible after it leaves your hand. Give it 5-10 seconds at most. So, likewise, a leaving.
Oh, even that long? Wow. That's
Maybe
cool.
not even. Probably just as it left the Dweeberwick break. I'm not entirely certain. But I have a general idea for it. Anyways, so the party is sleeping, and Ecroromede will be able to do a perception check when he gets back. That being said, was that a radius or a diameter on that attack?
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't know if it's radius or diameter. It just says all within that thing.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna say diameter.
What was this dumb question?
If you're holding a dagger while invisible and you drop the dagger, when does it become visible?
When it hits the ground.
That's
Okay.
not how I phrased the question.
Yeah, but I phrased it in a better way.
You phrased it in a non-dumb way. I didn't think it was the same thing.
Or if there's a significant distance between you and the ground, say you're 100 feet up and you drop it off a cliff, yeah, it'll become visible somewhere on the way down.
Mm-hmm. In terms of time, probably a couple seconds. I did 5 to 10, but yeah, a couple's probably better. Moving forward.
Yeah. Right up there.
Right. So, who's on watch first? Vasa. Okay, Vasa, you begin taking up first watch. Your option for patrolling, if I can see correctly. I don't see a patrol option, so I'm just assuming random number.
Clockwise.
Clockwise, okay, that really
Clockwise,
doesn't help.
4 hours. Staying in the firelight. If I will use a torch to gauge kind of semi-time spans.
Okay, you do so. Alright, now you've got your torch and such, and you're patrolling. As you come towards the eastern side by Ecroromede, give me a second here, I need to check something. You pass on by, you start going towards clockwise, would be north. And Vasa and everyone, well, hold on, not everyone. Vasa, Ecroromede. At this point, that would also, yeah, no, that is everyone. I'll need saving throws versus breath weapons. At penalty of 4, as you won't be expecting it.
Breath weapon?
Oh, thank God that was cocked.
I do not. I don't know if the penalty that will apply because natural 20.
No, that will apply. Natural 20. You're there. Okay, the 15 should probably save. The 4 probably saves. Xavier, I'll need to check.
Oh, also, I wanted to reminder, Grills gave me that ring last time. You mentioned something about it increasing my saves.
It does.
+2.
So your
Plus
saving
2?
throw is at a +2. That's every save.
Yeah, that's a loner. That's not a gift. That's
Yes, I know. I put your name next to it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, that's why you didn't get XP for it. Anyways, Xavier fails. Oof. So, for those of you that fail your saving throw, which Ecroromede, I'm pretty sure that includes you, unfortunately. Let me check though, because you're that breath weapon there would be a that.
That was my die roll.
Yeah, no. So you need a 13 as a magic user. As a thief or assassin, you need a 14 as a fighter. You need a
Does Dex
9.
apply?
This is
Alright.
not going to apply here because you're not expecting it. The thing is, most of you are asleep, and also you are taken by surprise, hence the penalty of 4.
Was I targeted or was I just in
It's
the
an
area?
area of effect thing.
Yeah, but again, did it see me or
No, but just everything in that area of effect suffers the penalty because they're not expecting
crap?
it. It's not going to kill you. Like Ecroromede, this is a
It's much
stumbling
worse.
stone, not even a stumbling block.
It's not
Okay.
gonna kill you. It's gonna petrify you.
Being
Big
under the
difference.
wagon doesn't help me.
No. So,
Okay.
everyone will also get a chance for a perception check at a bonus of 4, pretty much. But really, the bonus is 8, let's be honest. Because everyone's going to hear this loud, high-pitched screech, including you, Vasa, which is going to give you about the worst jump scare you've ever had in your goddamn life.
No. I believe we've already covered that because she had to system shock or have a heart attack.
That being said, it's so loud and it's right behind you, that screech. And everyone who failed takes 2 points of damage.
Okay.
The heck was it? It's the scream that did the damage?
The scream did the damage. It was loud and proud, and oh god, does it hurt. Okay.
Glad I saved.
So I believe everyone here passes their perception check easily. Dom, your character, it's going to be auto for you.
I failed by 1, but
You got a
said there
bonus
were
of 8.
Okay.
You
All
fail
right.
on a nat 20, basically.
20. Okay.
And in that case, frankly, honestly, there shouldn't even be a check now that I think about it. And I'm trying to talk so I can quickly stretch out the... Damn it. There it is. Let's pick something fun. Sure, let's go for, that. Why not? Alright, so Vasa, I'll of course need, you to roll a initiative thing and give me your action.
What do I see again?
So, as you turn around, and I assume you are turning around to see this thing instead of something else?
Yes.
Okay. As you turn around, you see a large cat-like creature. It is quadrupedal, or so it seems, although it appears to have reared back on its hind legs to do the scream. It has a face that's kind of like a human's in a way, but it's got feline features. It's definitely got the claws of like a lion or something. It has a long tail that just kind of goes for a foot or two and then ends. You know, it's not spiked or anything. It's got these nice long and sharp claws. In terms of size, this counts as man-sized for determination of damage. And yeah, it appears to have, reared up to screech, but it got close. Oh god, is it close. Initiative.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Okay, you have initiative. I need to see actions, though. And likewise, those of you that make your perception checks will wake up and have options this round. Probably not the full attack routine, but you could do stuff.
I have a question, because I'm still a new player learning, and I haven't learned how to use this ability properly yet. If I wanted to try and get a back attack on it, I can get a back attack with my bow, right? Like a sneak attack, no?
Yeah, you could try. You
Yeah,
need
that's
to
what
be
I'm
able to
wondering.
target the back or critical area.
Yeah, like I'm saying that I would have to move around the creature to get behind it, right?
Oh, Ecroromede, you're employing a shield now. This is important. I need to update your armor class on my listing.
Well, that's not every time, but in this case, it's right there. I'm grabbing it, and as I draw my sword, after I've shot. So,
Crossbow,
yeah.
grab shield, sword, attack. Okay. So.
Okay, so I'm just going to go with. I'm gonna have to move out from under wagon.
I have half a mind to give Grills and me custom colors so that we can see news a little easier.
When the pool opens.
Move out and bow attack. Are you going for a sneak attack or just standard bow attack?
I'm just gonna stick with the bow attack for now.
Okay,
I was just trying to understand the feature.
I'm going to give you one shot because you have to move out from under the wagon.
Yep. Of course.
Ecroromede, you'll be able to crossbow, grab shield, sword, and move in, and because you're a 2 attacker, you'll get 1 attack this round. Xavier is hiding. Vasa going for those 2 open hand strikes. Vasa, despite having initiative, it has the attacks per round on you.
Great.
Ugh.
This thing can attack 3 or more times per round. That's
More.
great.
Vasa, do you have a stone skin?
I do. I have
Mark it
2.
off, as it absorbs a crit from this thing.
You knew that was
Oh,
coming.
yeah, I'm reading.
Okay, that's the first attack down there done. Vasa, you'll be able to respond momentarily, but Ecroromede, you'll have woken up and gotten line of sight and rolled a hit.
Shit. And a 12.
Shit and a 12. Okay, dice percentage for the shit.
43.
43, crossbow, 43. Weapon misloaded, quarrel goes wild. Okay,
Okay.
over to the 12. That's the 12 plus all bonuses? Well, plus the bonuses you know of?
Yeah, it was a 10, but this is a +2 bolt.
Okay. Dexterity no longer applies, that's right. Oof.
Nope.
Okay, that being said, the creature is unaware of you, which means you are striking it, it's behind, it's not aware of you. So that becomes that. That's a hit. You can dice damage on that second one. And this was poisoned how many days ago?
Like 2 or 3.
Okay, duly noted.
Okay, I rolled a 1 for damage. It is a +2 bolt, so that's 3. And my backstab multiplier is
Should be triple, quadruple, I think.
think
Double,
it's-
triple, quadruple. Yeah, because you're 9, aren't you?
I'm 8.
8. Darn, you're still in the triple range.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so that becomes 9.
So 3 tripled is 9. Yeah.
That being said, that still put it in a hurt thing right then and there. It yowls loudly. And yeah, okay, you draw your sword shield, you'll be able to move in for an attack later. Dave, Velvin, you're, edging out from under the thing and grabbing
And
your
end
bow.
of the round. Yep.
Not end of the round, midpoint of the round, but you won't get a second one. Okay, that being said, Dom, it is now your turn. You may roll to hit with that open-handed strike.
I sense something powerful.
That's a 19.
19. Hot damn, this thing is fast. As you slap at it, it ducks and dodges and bobs and weaves, and it's like fighting a U. That being said, you rolled a goddamn 19 dice damage.
9.
Damage? Damn, what is your damage?
Hold on. Sorry.
No? No one gonna laugh?
That is
I
a
heard it.
9 points of damage.
He's got Brian damage.
Alright. GG, darn. I need to check this thing's morale at this point. Morale holds.
Yeah, we've
Okay,
done-
this thing's dumb.
We've done 18 hit points of damage so far.
Yeah, it's hurt. Alright, attacks continue. Okay, it rolled a that, it attacks as a that plus that creature. Let's see. Vasa, what's your effective armor class?
Right now, my effective armor class is 4.
4. Oof. Mark off your other stone skin. I believe you had 2.
Yep.
Yeah, it scratches at you with little to no effect. Alright, at this point, you've still got your thing that you'll be able to return on it. Ecroromede moving up with the sword, but first, Velvin, you've got a bow shot. You may roll to hit.
Yeah.
Now, as far as backstab, a back attack, it's going to be hard to target the back here. Specifically, this thing crept past Ecroromede without realizing he was there and went for Vasa. It had its back to him.
Dungeon Master, backstab ability can apply as long as the victim doesn't know it's coming. Directionality is not critical.
I've heard you say that you didn't see the back available before, but okay, we can cover that later.
It's not a problem. Either way, I missed. I rolled a 7. Plus
Yeah,
2.
it's a miss.
It's a 9. No.
Nope.
They should have called it surprise attack.
I agree. Alright.
Except for it can apply in a fight where your back is exposed to a thief, even if you know he's there.
In the later editions, they called it sneak attack.
Dom,
Yeah.
you may roll to hit your second attack this round.
That's a natural 20.
Dice percentage. Okay. Well, monster, it was nice knowing you.
That's a 98.
98?
Wow.
Dom, dice
Right.
damage.
I gotta look up my stuff to see what that was.
For 6 points of damage.
6 doubled becomes that. Jeez. Vasa charges at you, sweeping its claws around, and you duck underneath it and slap at the neck. You hear a snap sound, and that thing drops to the ground, motionless.
Nice.
Its
Yeah,
eyes
that's what
blink
that is.
furiously, but it's not moving anymore. It's still alive.
Oh, his neck snapped, but he's still
He
alive.
broke its neck. Yeah.
Neck's
Sweet.
broken, paralyzed. I'm countering it as a blunt.
Dungeon Master. Gonna grab that +2 hand axe.
Alright.
And, gonna try and kill it at least semi-humanely, but I wanna keep the head.
Alright, so you're cutting off at the neck. Alright. Ecroromede, you're getting on up there with the sword, and then you're letting Dom
Yeah.
chop off its head.
Delvin, you know,
Yes,
my
sir.
sword's probably a little better for that than a hand axe.
You mean Dom. Oh, Dom. Character.
Oh, yeah,
Vasa.
I said Delvin, I meant Pasta. Sorry.
What would you say?
Yeah, this would have been a better adversary for the North Party. Oh well.
If you insist on chopping its head off with a hand axe, by all means, go ahead. But if you'd like it done in one quick stroke, for the neatest possible. Vasa.
I can barely hear you. I don't know if that's just because like your input's like extremely bad, but I can barely hear you.
Can y'all hear me okay?
I can
Yep.
hear you. Dom, you might have to rejoin.
On, try now.
Test.
Okay, it's a little better now.
Okay, so yeah, Vasa, you can chop its head off with that hand axe, or I can do it in one clean stroke.
It's your choice.
Dungeon Master, I'll cut its head off.
Alright. There's no roll to hit. It's prone. It's motionless. It's an execution. Funk.
Yeah.
It's
The
like chopping
creature-
wood.
Yeah, the creature's head goes one way and tips on off, and yeah, I expected that to be a bit more of a challenge. I maxed this thing out in more ways than one. Anyhow, XP calc this thing. Fiendfolio monster. Grills, do you know what this is?
I'm thinking a caterwaul.
Ding ding ding.
Fuck, he's good, isn't he? Like your
Fucking-
descriptions, and
A
he
very
just
basic description, and he still got it.
nails it every time.
Yeah, 4 plus 2 hit dice. But only one of them, but this thing I maxed out. It has a funky thing where there's a percentage die roll when it's made, and that can determine if it gets more attacks and better armor class. I just gave it the best, because it was going up against Ecroromede's party.
That's good, as long as it gives us the best XP. That's what
I
matters.
mean, yeah, for a Cadwall, yeah. Hey, skip.
Ah, look at this man recovering bolts.
Alright, standard saving throw if it hit. The quarrel that went wild will have to determine.
Yeah, and my missed arrow is gone.
Almost definitely.
Yeah, I rolled real bad, so it was a big miss.
Okay, the one that hit saved. So
Alright. Are you
That
looking
just
for the
means
one that
you-
missed?
yes.
Where is it?
Well, Ecroromede, after a little bit of searching, you're not finding it. You gonna keep searching?
Not at this time. I'm gonna wait until it's my turn on watch. So I will, just to keep things even, load the other +2 bolt that I have in my crossbow. And remember, I know which way I was shooting at this damn thing, so that when it's my turn on watch, I can look for the crossbow bolt.
Alright, well, remember, Quarrel did go wild. That wasn't like a 2, that was a 1. So,
I know, but hey, I gotta try.
yep, no, I
Anyhow.
appreciate it.
So with that, crossbow is reloaded, and the threat is neutralized. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Alright, so other than Ecroromede recovering his bolts, is the party doing anything special?
Going back to sleep too.
You know what? Actually, one other thing, we should probably get the body away from the camp.
That might be a good idea.
So Yeah, I'll drag that about 50 feet west.
Okay.
Actually, no, 50 feet east of the campsite.
Duly noted. So that was the thing from 2 hours before sunset. It had been stalking the party. They move very quietly most of the time. They aren't super smart, but they can hunt for a bit, I figured. Which is what it did. Anywho, Xavier says, I'm fine, by the way. He's invisible. Maybe Ecroromede, you can see him one way or the other, but, yeah.
See, isn't it good to be invisible, Xavier?
Invisibility didn't help that thing scream, but I think my ears have stopped ringing.
Well, I'm not a healer, so...
Yeah, no, I was wondering when the party would pick up on that, actually.
What, that we don't have a healer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, real soon, I bet.
If I were playing a normal character, that would be a concern, but...
Yep. Anyways, Dom, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, the rest of your watch passes without encounter.
Next up, Melvin.
And I gotta peek. So I'll be back since
Damn
I'm
it,
not
I was
on
in the
watch.
wrong table. Oh well.
So I've got my crossbow reloaded. The corpse is out of the camp. Delvin did whatever or Vasa did whatever the hell she wanted with the head.
And I will go counterclockwise outside the firelight.
And
Duly
I'm
noted.
going to be
With my superior infravision.
You know what? I'm gonna reload that. Oh, these things are fun. I've used these before. Where are you? No, seriously, where the fuck are they? Maybe it was a
And while
creature.
I'm walking around outside the firelight, I try and walk as silently as possible, practicing so that I don't wake anybody.
Duly noted. I'll need a moment, please. Number
No problem.
appearing.
What? There's nothing appearing?
Should I use the small number? Nah, y'all don't have that. I'll use that.
You're a good man. No matter what Ecroromede says about you.
I mean, he can escape a Ecroromede can. The rest of y'all might not be so lucky.
Well, it's all according to how stupid we are. We probably won't run before he does, and he's a lot tougher than us, so he won't have to run until we're dead. That's the problem. And I'm not gonna run when he's still standing there fighting. So yeah, it leads into our death. Yep. It really does. I can see why the parties have problems with the Chrome, but I know he won't think I'm a coward as long as if I am in the fight. So that's why I try to use my bow. I told him from day one I was going to be an archer.
and I am back. So you're on patrol, right, Delvin?
Yep. And some things are happening. I think things and stuff.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think I'm gonna roll these properly instead of just maxing them. Give the party a fighting chance.
Sounds like something tough.
Yep. And of course on my watch, right?
No,
It's always on
you're
my
such a
watch.
kidder. Get out of here, yeah.
That's okay. I'm just running straight for a Chromate. Get the hell up!
Get the hell up.
I've got the superior infovision, so I've seen them before they've seen me. Almost guaranteed.
That's what you think.
That's what I think. I don't. There's not many things I can see further than a drow in the dark.
Okay, that's gonna be fucking worthwhile.
Okay. I have the monster ready. So yeah, Velkin, you're about 2 or so hours into your watch. Let me advance time before I do much more. Let's see.
You called me Belkin.
Velvin has left the building.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay, I guess.
No, it ain't.
No,
Wow.
no.
Look, they're very similar.
We'll
Both
let
of
it
them were
slide.
Drow too, is the funny bit.
Yeah, you called Velkin Belvin one time, and I was like, dude. I
It's
was like,
gonna
dude,
come
don't do it.
out. It's gonna come out. You picked a name that's very similar to another name. What do you think?
I didn't realize what I was doing. It's a drow name. It's like I
That
put it
ain't
in the
right.
translator. It's words.
I'm gonna have to name it. Roll up my very first Drow and name him Velvis.
Velvis.
Valerius, yes. Okay, so you're patrolling counterclockwise. That puts you over there when this occurs. These things are coming from over
Velvin,
there.
Velkin, Velvis. Yeah, that'll confuse everyone.
Counterclockwise. Ooh, sweet.
Yes, my Drow cleric, Velvis. Neutral good. Yes.
Neutral good cleric.
So
of low.
Velvin, yes. Give me a perception check.
Yes, my confusion.
It's coming, buddy.
My
Oh
confusion
yeah,
cantrip affected the dungeon
I
master.
nailed that shit.
What'd you roll?
4 out of 14.
4 out of 14. Velvin, you perceive cold shapes moving towards the campsite. They're about 300 or so feet up by the time you spot them. They are small.
I immediately go over and wake Ecroromede.
Okay, so you're walking over to Ecroromede and waking him up?
Yep.
Okay, you walk on over to where Ecroromede is. That takes
I'm moving quickly. I'm not walking. I'm moving quickly.
Then you gotta specify. I will trap
Okay,
you with your words.
I heard you say walk, and I'm like, that motherfucker's trying to take time on me. I'm moving quick.
Alright. You
I'm not
dash
full
on over
running
to
in the
where
dark.
Ecroromede is,
Yes.
and you begin to... What are you doing?
I grab him, and I'm like, Ecroromede, there's something coming.
You grab towards
Shadowy
Ecroromede and...
figures.
Wait, what? You swear Ecroromede was sitting somewhere, but he's actually 2 feet to the left. It's fucked up. Anyways, then you go
Fucking
for Ecroromede
displacement.
again.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
you begin to shake him. At this point, Ecroromede, you're entitled
Yeah.
to a perception check.
16.
Okay. Ecroromede, reasonably, yeah, you wake up. You're a little tired, you know. It's 16 of 13. I'll allow it. You're being shaken. That should give you a decent bonus.
Okay.
Yep. At least a +4.
All right. What's?
There's some shadowy figures coming in the distance. Like, they're not heat signatures, they're cold signatures. I presume undead.
So at this
Alright,
point,
is
I'll
he
need the party to
pointing?
dice initiative.
Yes, and I am pointing. I literally have my hand out in the air. Initiative for the party. I'll take it because it was my watch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We got her, boys. That's a 6.
GG. Okay, so Velvin and Ecroromede, you know, looking in that direction, yeah, the multiple small heat signatures, cold signatures, about 5 of them or so moving towards the firelight. And, you know,
How far?
Vasa's still in prone form, and Xavier's in there too somewhere. So I'll need news from you two.
Okay. News, actions. I will go wake Vasa.
Alright, describe how you're doing it, please. Type it.
These are coming from what direction?
They are coming from the north.
The north.
They're about 60 feet out from the campsite. They're about to be in the firelight in 20 feet. Okay, targeting the Spirit Fighter Marine remain outside of the firelight at all times.
I'm going to bring it as close as I can without hitting Vasa, who is to the north, or where did Xavier bed down at?
I'm not sure if you see him or not, but reasonably you should know he went northeast.
Okay, yeah, then
Okay, going for the wide area of effect.
widest area of effect possible, but keeping it just at the edge of the firelight.
Okie dokie. Let's see, they have that movement speed. What's the casting time on Spirit Fire?
5, I believe.
Oof. Okie dokie, you begin casting. And Velvin, you begin running over to where Vasa is, and as you get towards her, these things come into the firelight. Ecroromede, you're still casting. They are small little buggers, about 2 or so feet tall, as I said before. They
We're
look
moving
like
that quickly.
zombie humans almost, but like they're fucking 2 feet tall. They have leathery black skin, these big teeth and long claws and such, and they howl and jump. And Vasa, your intelligence or perception check at this point.
Yeah, fire. 5. Didn't we fight some of these not too long ago?
Maybe.
So can I adjust? No. Now
You'll
that
be able
they're
to
in the
adjust, yeah.
firelight? Okay. They're close to me, right? They're in the firelight.
Oh, at this point,
They're-
yeah, they're 10 feet away, moving close.
Okay.
Oh, no, I think it was the other party that fought these.
So, Dom, I'll need a perception check from your character.
This is gonna be the first time Velvin's had to pull out his scimitars.
Because I'm not even seeing them on my character list.
After the fight, I can tell you what they are. Right now, it would be bad if I told you and you're like, oh, I know these things, they do that, because then you can't will yourself away from the meta. Dom, are you still there? Or is Vasa sleeping sickness?
I was muted, but I did say that Vasa got 1.
Got a 1. Okay, well, I didn't hear it because you were muted, but yeah. Okay, Vasa, you'll awaken. There's chaos and shit going on. Xavier, I need to check for. Okay. Okay, so at this point, Vasa, you can enter in an action. Ecroromede, you're casting, and Velvin, you can update your action, as Vasa's going to
Okay.
wake up right as you get there. Okay, draw scimitars, dual wielding, and attack. Okie dokie. So, at this point, we begin combat and shit. I've got 2 attackers here. Initiative was that and that. Scimitars, yes. Open hand strikes have initiative. Okay, party has first thing. Ecroromede will come back to you at the midpoint of the round.
Okay.
Yeah, Vasa, you spring to your feet and begin doing your open-handed strikes, and Velvin, you begin using your dual-wielding scimitars. 4 of these creatures leap at you. One of them is going past you all, however, towards the northeast. Anyhow, we'll come back to that.
Oh yeah, we will.
So, Velvin, you're first up. You may roll to hit. I have you versus A and B, and Vasa versus C and D.
Damn that pistol.
I got a 19 plus 1 from strength, 20.
A 20, nice. GG. Okay,
Dirty
20.
20 again.
Yeah, dirty 20. That is gonna hit. You can dice damage.
6
Six.
plus 1 strength, 7.
For 7 points of damage. Haha. And this is with a scimitar, yeah?
Yes.
7 versus A. Haha. You cut it and knock it over, and yeah. It kind of pinwheels a little bit before regaining its footing. It's kind of funky how that go.
Okay.
Let me read how this works, actually, just to make sure I got it correctly.
They're pinwheeling, like literally doing cartwheels after I hit it, and then.
Well, like, it's
stopping?
small, so you've essentially knocked it over.
Oh, yeah.
That
it's
being
so
said,
small, like-
specifically says in the next round, but why wouldn't that be for this round? But that's kind of funky. You know what? Because there's more of them than you and they have some nasty abilities, yeah, that guy is knocked off balance right now.
Okay.
That being said, B is still able to attack. Yeah, that's a miss. It rolled a 2. Okay, we move on to Vasa. Vasa, you do your first attack. You may roll to hit.
It's a 17.
17, as of that hits dice damage.
Yay. For 6 points of damage.
6, yeah. You do an open-handed strike, and you hit the flesh, and the flesh is kind of thick and almost rubbery-like. It doesn't feel very effective. That being said, that guy is also pinwheeling. You know, you like knock it down, it flails its arms and tries to regain itself. It's out for now. The other one, however, does attack, but it doesn't hit with a 5 any better. Alright, this thing goes over to there. Oof. Okie dokie. Xavier lets out a screech and does turn visible as he is hit. A minimum. And by minimum, I mean stone skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, that being said, he's visible now and he's evading. As he, wakes up to one of these tiny fuckers in his face. So that's him, that's him. Okay, the thing is still attacking though. Okay. Ecroromede, at this point, I'm going to give you a perception check.
1.
1. Okay, Ecroromede, you perceive that at this point, they're here. You're not going to be able to hit the area you want and get them. You can either shift the thing or cancel the spell. And by cancel, I mean spell saver.
No, finish the damn spell, because I don't want to wreck 2 spells over 1.
I figured as much. I'm giving you the perception check, though, to not waste the rest of your time. Okay, you're finishing it.
Yeah, I realized that already, but thanks.
Alright, yeah. I'm trying not to kill you all. The monsters 100% are, but I'm trying to be the fair arbiter of that. Any which case, GG on the stone skin. That would have been bad for Xavier. Anywho, he keeps on running, and that thing keeps on chasing after him. So you're casting your spell. It's not going to come into play, unfortunately. And we move back over to the attackers. Okay, Velvin, you've still got one of them that attacked at you but missed. You may roll to hit it, as the other one is also there, but it doesn't seem to be attacking so much as trying to regain itself.
That's a miss.
Alright.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. What is your armor class?
My armor class is 3.
3. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have you at armor class 5.
No, that is.
What's your dexterity?
The ring of protection.
The ring. There we go.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's why. I even have it written there. Ring ROP.
Yeah, no, I forgot to update myself on there. Okay, 3. Let's see if this thing can hit you on a 9 with that. It is a monster of that many hit dice. With a 9 strikes. That armor class? Nope. Not even close.
Nice.
Alright, Vasa, you're due for your second open-handed strike. Again, there's one that's kind of pinwheeling and the other one that is not. You may choose which one you'd like to hit.
The one that's not pinwheeling.
You may roll to hit. And Grills,
That's a
yes.
12.
That's a 12.
That's 7th.
7th, 12.
No, not
hits,
7.
dice damage.
8.
8?
They are on my list.
That is 12 points of damage.
Again, you thrust your open hand at it and smack the crap out of it, but its thick leathery hide seems especially good at resisting you.
Oh, frick no.
Now, Velvin, you've cut into them with gusto. You haven't seen that problem.
No, I haven't. Sharp edges.
Why is the one attacking Xavier getting the good rolls? Although he is evading for that much. Nope, that still hits him. Damn.
Stone skin.
Yep, there goes his other stone skin. Alright, Ecroromede, your spell goes off. There's the flashy white and black lights in the darkness. Yeah, it's great. I believe that is everyone for round 2.
So is attacking and evading a thing?
No, you're either doing one or the other.
So,
Keep in mind that when you're attacking, normally at least, you're focusing on defending yourself too, hence you get dexterity bonus to armor class and such. A case could be made for attacking without regard for your own safety, in which case you might get like a bonus to hit, but you'd not get your dexterity bonus to armor class and shit.
How about parrying? How does that work?
Parrying is using your weapon to try and negate an attack. Basically, they roll to hit you, and you roll to parry their attack. A d20 plus bonuses, and we compare the attacks and see which one's greater or lesser, and deduct and so forth, and you can negate an attack that would have hit you. Evasion just improves your armor class, so evasion's good if you're attacked by multiple things, but if you're in one-on-one combat, parrying is almost always better. Obviously, to evade, you need sufficient space. If you're slowed, good luck. But to parry, you need a weapon. Unless you're a monk. Okay. And Dom, I'm waiting for an action from you. Yep. Xavier does not get a d20 to his evasion. He wishes.
D20 to evasion, that'd be nice.
Yeah, and then you'd roll 1.
That would stink so bad. Percentile dice for evasion. I rolled a 1. Okay, your armor class is improved by 1 step. Okay, Dom, you are drawing 2 weapons this round. I'm going to penalize you from your second attack. That being said, you can choose which of those you'd like to attack with.
Hold on. Point. When a monk uses a weapon, that's not multiple attacks. You get 1 attack per round.
2 weapons.
Okay, well, yes, but
That's what he's talking about.
just making sure that we're on the same sheet of music here.
Hence, I'm going to say you can't attack with both weapons effectively because you're drawing them both. If you were drawing just one of them, I'll let it slide by, but drawing both... Honestly, you shouldn't attack with either of them if we go by OD&D rules, but I'm giving you 1 attack. You can choose which one you'd like to attack with.
Falchion, because I'm actually proficient with that fucking thing.
GG. Alright. See, I'm a nice DM. Initiative.
Someone else's turn. I did it last time.
I'll roll it.
Yep.
5.
5. Party does not have initiative. Velvin, there is still one on you that is capable of attacking. The other one is pinwheeling for the round. It was doing that last round too. That might be funky, honestly. Anyway, your armor class is at that. A 9 didn't hit, and neither does that 10. You may roll to hit it or the pinwheeler, your choice.
The one that I did damage to last time.
Okay.
Is it possible that the
When I
ones
hit
that they
the pinwheeler, right?
Is it possible that the ones that they hit got knocked into the spirit fire zone?
Let me check and read the description. Possibly not. It's a good point. Will knock it off balance, making it unable to attack in the next round. That is so fucked up. It should really be for 1 round thereafter. So if it missed that first attack because it was pinwheeling, then it should get 1 attack the next round. Is gonna roll it. Anywho, knocking it off balance. Let me check. That one, no. That one, no. I'm sorry, that one, no, too. I tried.
It's okay.
Anywho, so you're attacking the same one again?
Yes, the one that would be pinwheeling, right?
Alright, roll to hit.
14 plus 1 is 15. At scimitars, I have a stacked proficiency, so it's at 4th level.
15 at 4th hits, dice damage.
2 plus 1 for strength.
Nice! You slice on into it. It doesn't really bleed so much because it doesn't have a blinking heart, but it continues to pinwheel. We'll get back to you. Okay, Vasa,
Okay.
despite not having initiative, both your opponents are pinwheeling at the moment. You draw forth your weapon, and one of them begins to recover, but you will get first strike. You may roll to hit. Are you attacking the recovering one, or the one that just recovered?
The one that just recovered.
In that case, you may roll to hit.
That's a 15 at 8th.
15 as an 8th level monk. Is that hit? Thief. But monks... Oh, that's a good point. Thief. 100 XP for integrity there. Now, what was that again? A 15?
15.
That still hits dice damage.
Falchion is a d6 plus 1. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay. You slice that guy up real good. Yeah, it's not nearly as hard to cut them, it turns out. Okay, that one's still recovering. We'll get back to it. And onward to Ecroromede. While this is going on, you get those magic missiles up. Dice the damage.
13 hit points of damage.
Haha. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. 5 green magic missiles slam on into that thing for 13, you said?
13.
13 becomes that many hit points left. Do undead need to system shock?
Technically, yes.
Well, it passes with the 43.
Yeah, I mean, they should be considered to have like an 18 con for system shock purposes.
Give it like a 1% chance of just dispelling the animation.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, now it being undead, it's just mindlessly pursuing the first thing it attacked, which is poor Xavier.
Damn it.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
No. Although are they mindless undead or are they
Very low intelligence.
Okay, they're not mindless then.
Alright, I'll give it a chance of redirecting. It is right there, he's evading. Fresh meat. No, it's on him. Damn. This one must have been stupid. That said, that's just a miss. My god, he's not happy for it. For what it's worth, Ecroromede, Xavier would be towards you, but you're still in the dark, and he doesn't have a torch. Alright. Moving on back to the second half of the round. Ecroromede, obviously you're done, but if you want to, like, draw sword, move in, like, reasonably you can. You know, you're not just standing with your thumb up your ass for the next 9 segments.
Yeah, so I'm getting a head count. There's 1 after Xavier, 2 after
Each of your other 2
Vasa.
comrades.
Okay, so there are a total of 5 of these things. 1, 2, and 2?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright. Thank you.
Now, Vasa, one of the ones that's attacking you will recover enough to try and hit you before you can hit it.
Okay.
Your armor class effectively...
EC 4.
AC of 4. Ow, that actually does hit. Do you have another stone skin?
I don't.
Vasa! Congratulations, you're immune to the effect of it, but you will take 5 points of damage.
Huh? Okay.
They have something special, but you are immune to it. Hey, Velvet.
Disease. I don't want to get a disease. Yes? My turn to hit something?
No, Velvet, it's attacking you. Your armor class 2, you said?
3.
3. Oof. That would have been better. Velvet,
Finally
you
got
are
there.
struck for 4 points of damage. Do you have a stone skin?
Yes, I do.
Mark it off. Pinwheeling, pinwheeling.
You
Okay,
know.
you both can now return fire. Respectively, that was B for Velvet and D for Vasa that have recovered enough to attack. And did so.
Okay. That's an 18 at 8th level thief.
I'm sorry, that's just not good enough to miss. Dice damage.
For 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Goodness.
You're sure it's only 2?
It's a D6 plus 1. I rolled a 1. Oh. My bad. I completely forgot about that. 6 points of damage.
There you go. I didn't want to spell it out for you. You gotta remember that, because I won't, like last time.
It's not next to my weapon damage. I have it at the very bottom of my sheet. I need to change that, where that is.
Alright. And back over to you, Velvin. You may
Yes, sir.
roll to hit.
I rolled a 17 with a +1 from strength, so 18 and
Yeah, it should
4th
hit.
level fighter. And we rolled a 5 + 1, that's 6 damage.
6 points of damage. Nice. That one begins pinwheeling. Y'all are basically juggling them back and forth as they pinwheel and can't do their next attack, and yeah. Okay, that's them, that's them. Ecroromede, you get your head count. I think that's everyone. Oh, wait. The thing on Xavier. Did I do its second attack yet? I think I already did.
Would
yeah.
I be able to get a second attack, that being with the hand axe?
No, because, like I said, you drew both weapons, so you got to pick one.
Wasn't that last round?
Round 2. Attack.
No, my
Yeah,
bad.
that was this
my bad.
round, yeah.
No.
This round you get 2 attacks. Okay. Attack, and am I correct in assuming attack? Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Initiative party.
I got it. 4.
4. The monsters still have initiative. Alright, let's get the iffy thing out of the way first. That's a miss. Okay, Ecroromede, you can dice damage.
19 hit points.
Hot damn, you blow that thing into little chunks of topi everywhere.
Grabbing a drink.
Okay, I guess we'll get back to you then. Vasa, you've got both of them pinwheeling, one before the other, obviously. You may roll to hit.
Yeah, that first magic missile volley was fucking weak as hell.
Okay. That was cocked. It landed on my mouse.
Go ahead.
That's a 6.
A 6 after bonuses?
That's a 6 at... I don't have any bonuses.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's not even on the charts. You super killed it! It's off the charts! Negatively. Yeah. Okay, that one recovers from pinwheeling and goes to attack you. It misses! Alright, technically... Perfect, okay. Velvin, even though they have initiative, they're both pinwheeling right now, you can roll to hit. And let me know if you're targeting the first one or the second one.
First one.
Alright, roll to hit.
Nope, that's a miss. 4
Wait,
again.
4 again. Rip. Okay. First one recovers enough to try and attack you.
Okay.
It misses. Alright. Ecroromede, you're done with your magic missile volley. Xavier is binding
Okay.
wounds.
Okay,
Actually, you
since
can't,
that
that's
only
right.
took one segment, but I can't do anything else
Combat-wise, yeah.
directly, can I pick up my shield and draw a sword?
Yes, you can do that and start moving on in if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay. That gets you over there. One moment, please, phone. I apologize. So
No
let's
worries,
see.
I got to again. So I'll be right back.
Okay, Velvin and Vasa, again, your opponents should attack before you do, but you have the fortune of having knocked them off balance, or you can go for the ones that are back on balance. It is your choice. So,
Going
Velvin,
on the
let's start
one
with you.
back
Off
on
balance or
balance.
on balance?
On balance.
Alright, roll to hit.
Yep, that's a 14 plus 1, 15 at 4th.
Okay, Dom, sorry to overtalk you there. 4th level, 15, hits dice damage.
4 plus 1's 5.
5. You're cutting into it. It's close. It's very close. Okay, the off-balance one does recover, and both of them will get a shot at you. Miss and miss. Okay, Dom, you were saying?
I was going to say I was going for the one on balance as well.
Alright, roll to hit.
That is a 13 at 8th level thief.
Thief, 18. I am sorry, that's a hit. That is damaged.
What's hand axe again? Hand axe is
I
D4
believe it-
versus.
Let me check. There's a weapons table. Axe
It's a
hand.
D6.
D6 versus small. D4 versus large.
That was cocked. $11 points of damage.
Nice. You cut that one to ribbons. Alright, the other one recovers enough to do its second attack on you. It misses. Alright, Velvin, you've gotten your 2. There's still 2 on you. And Vasa, you've got the one that attacked on you. You've gotten your 2. Ecroromede, you've drawn your sword and shield, and you've moved on up. Xavier is sticking back for now. He draws his short sword kind of shakily. And
You guys are going to be so sad at me.
round 4. What's up?
You guys are all going to be so sad at me. I've been rolling the wrong damage dice for my scimitar the entire time.
Oh, Scimitar's a
What have you
D8,
been
not a
rolling?
D6
It's
plus
a
1.
D8.
You've been doing Falchion.
Yeah. I've been doing D6. No, I've been just doing a D6 and adding my strength. That's it.
Oof. Alright, well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it stand.
I know, it's my mistake. I just looked into it because of the size. I wanted to double check. And I was like, oh, I'm really wrong.
Yep.
It's die 8 versus everything.
Oh, we lost Dom.
He'll be back. His phone died.
Bum, 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 bum. He's still online in Discord, but we can continue without him. Enter in your actions. Welcome back.
And he's back. Very good.
I was going through DMs and accidentally clicked the call button.
Attack, attack.
Wait, did you? I don't see new.
Round 4, I'm sorry. It's right there. Attack, attack, nearest.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's attacking. Xavier is ready to parry if something attacks him or evade as he sees fit. Alright, initiative.
I'll take it this time.
Okay, go.
I took it the last time. We went all the way around. 3.
3. Party has initiative. Everyone gets 2 attacks, as do the monsters. So, let's take it from the top of Ecroromede. Nearest to you would probably be Vasa.
Okay.
She's fighting 1. Velvin's fighting 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Velvin.
I figured, but that's why I'm clarifying that. Okay, so that being said, Vasa, you're up first. You may roll to hit. A or B? Or, my bad, you're only fighting 1. Brain fart.
Yeah. That's a 2 though, so.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
a miss. Okay, it rolls to hit you.
Maybe it's
That is a hit. Again, you're immune to its special thing, which is good. 1 point of damage.
Just but a scratch.
Yeah. Okay,
Jeez.
Velvin, before Ecroromede can get up there and support you, A or B?
Either of them on balance?
No, they're both on balance now.
Okay. First one, yeah, A.
A, roll to hit.
12 +1 from strength, and 4th level fighter.
Fighter
So
4.
13.
No.
That hits. Dice damage.
Nice. Roll the proper dice this time. 5 + 1 is 6.
Nice. You cut that one into pieces. Chop, chop, chop. Cut off its head. Cut off its arms. And while you're cutting, the other one goes to attack you. It misses. Okay.
Good job.
This concludes first attacks other than Ecroromede. As you move on in, you'll get a chance to get both attacks this round. You may roll to hit.
9 plus
4 bonuses.
9.
You may dice damage.
19 hit points of damage.
And that brings it to -10. You just cleanly cut that thing's head off. There is one left. Let me check its morale. Yeah, amazingly, it doesn't notice or it doesn't care. It continues to try and attack you, Vasa. Vasa, you have that hand axe. Roll to hit. $17 from a natural 20. Dice percentage. $70. Kneecap hit. Dice damage. For 9 points of damage. It's dead.
It ain't
You cripple the leg and finish it off with an uppercut, and the last one falls.
What were these blasted little pinwheeling creatures?
Alright, new post-fight. So, for those of you keeping track of monsters seen tonight, there was the, from the Fiend Folio, 1 second. Nope,
Topi.
lost it. Yes,
Find
these
your
were
wound.
Topi from the creature catalog, and earlier there was a thing I can't find anymore. Yeah, Grills, what was that monster from earlier that I said?
Caterwall?
The Caterwall, that's it. So yeah, for those of you that are keeping track, those are what those are called. You don't know what either are. Wait, Grills, how do you know what they're called?
I've fought them before.
Did you ever get the name for them? I
Oh,
know.
Caterwalls? Okay, that's a new one for
The Topi. I remember.
Roman.
I threw those back when it was Scorpius and Umbra. Y'all were going after the Blue
Okay.
Dragon. Or actually,
But
it
the
was.
Caterwall, Ecroromede doesn't know what they're called.
Do you know what the Topi are called, though?
Uh,
Because I remember I threw them at you. But I don't know if you've seen them before then. If so, if so. If not, no, you know.
okay, we fought them in between the Undead Dragon and the Yowlers. And I don't have a question mark.
Then okay. Someone must have known. I'll allow it.
Okay, I've got a question mark by the Nilbog, the Head Crab Zombies, the Dracolisk, the Fersnacka, the Hypnosnake, the Gorgamera, the Grimlocks.
You must
the
have had
Air
someone who knew.
Elemental,
It's good.
The Smoke Method, yeah. And about 10 other things.
Alright.
So,
1 hit point restored to you, Velvin.
Thank you.
by the way, Dungeon Master, has it been 2 hours since our encounter with the Caterwall?
Yes, your hit point should be restored. I apologize.
Thank you.
Huh.
Alright, Dungeon Master, I want to check on... there it is.
Xavier?
I'll write
Or
it
the
in.
Topi.
Check on Xavier.
He's good. No physical wounds on him that you can detect with your clerical abilities, of course.
Oh yes, because I'm such a
Yeah, no. Not the most pleasant thing to wake up to, one of those things in your face trying to eat you. He will mention that, yeah, he definitely lost at least one of the protections, probably both of them.
Alright, very well, hold still. Dungeon
Saved his
Master,
ass.
casting Stone Skin twice.
Alright, that should be good. Let me check if there's any encounters during this, though. Okay. And yeah, Stone Skin twice, marked up for him. Goody. Okay. He thanks you.
Yes, I can't make you invisible again yet. And sadly, invisibility did not protect you from the undead.
Yeah, no, they saw right through that.
Yes, they sent your life force.
Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take damage. I was binding. I should have specified. I was binding boss's wounds.
All right, Vasa, 1
'Cause-
hit point restored, and yeah, specify, but good for
Yeah,
you.
I took the stone skin off. Yeah.
That's right. So Vasa, you're gonna have your wounds bound if you allow it. And monk healing bullshit. You know the dice. You may dice it. Yeah,
What
after
is
your
monk
wound is
healing
bound,
bullshit?
you can basically straighten out any broken bones kind of deal. You ever play a Far Cry game and they're like, yeah, no, your character heals themselves by breaking their wrist back into place or something. But they took bullets to
Cutting.
the shoulder? It doesn't matter. They're breaking their wrist to fix it. Full hit points. Okay. Now, realistically, this shouldn't work in conjunction with bind wounds. This is like superior bind wounds, but I'll allow it.
All right. Velvin, how much of your watch remains?
About 2 hours by your reckoning, Valve.
Bless you.
That was one of
2
the
hours.
reasons why I allowed it.
Very well then. Apparently, I will not get much sleep this night.
It seems to be an active night, sir.
All right, Dungeon Master. I'm gonna settle back in, and yeah, go back to sleep. But wait, Dungeon Master, these things are what,
2
two
feet.
and a half feet, 2 feet tall,
Yep.
and there's 5, 6, 7 of these things in the
5
camp.
of them. And yeah, they're in the
Okay,
camp.
yeah. I'm gonna start chucking them to
Right.
the east.
GG. You yeet the zombie, which is the meme we made last time around.
Yeet the zombie! Yeet the zombie!
So these things have a nasty little thing on touch where they slow you to 1/2 your normal movement rate and attacks per round.
Ooh, and the monk was immune.
Yeah, the monk was
Okay.
immune to slow.
So, yeeting the zombies to the east. May they rest in peace with the caterwaul. Peace. And going back to sleep.
It's nice how
Sword
they feed the
sheathed.
chasm.
Sword sheathed, shield nearby, crossbow at a hand, in the shadows, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, that whole thing.
Alright. Ecroromede, you're reloading? Actually, you never fired the crossbow, that's right.
I didn't fire this because I got woke up and alerted at that little cold things, so I didn't waste bolts on undead.
Thank goodness invisible things aren't impermeable to infravision. They're too cold. Otherwise, y'all would be fucked so badly with the amount of undead you've seen. Anyways, yeah, Velvin, the rest of your watch passes without encounter.
Oh, thank the Lord. Back under the wagon I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you go into the wagon, Orcus turns to you and he's like, yeah, that was some shit, dude.
Who's Orcus?
Oh, the demon prince of the undead.
Oh, Jesus.
He's also
Yeah,
like 14 feet tall, so.
And he just turns to me.
I'm going to have brunch with him sometime. I know.
Well, not quite the same caliber of a god. In which case, the Ecroromede, obviously you go back on watch, because Velvin would of course remember to wake you up for watch instead of just trusting the niceness of the forest.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah, Dungeon Master, shield in hand, crossbow in hand, and I will patrol the camp in a clockwise fashion, moving silently, staying close to the edge of the firelight, so as to effectively try, without putting a lot of effort into it, to hide in shadows for my 4 hours of watch.
Alright, you believe to be moving silently and hiding in shadows. So, as you make your patrol, about an hour or so into it, you come over to the eastern end of camp in your patrol fashion, and you hear noises. You look on over, and I need to check these things. I'm pretty sure they give off heat sources. Apologies, just a second. They're pretty close up in the manual. Not this, not this. There it is. Nope. It is a type of that. Yeah, no, not heat source, but it is some kind of cold source over by the bodies, which have of course assumed the room temperature, if you will.
Okay, what are these cold shapes?
Alright, first let me get you a number, because, you're looking at it. 4, 5... There are 7 or so of them. Half dozen, thereabouts. They are short, maybe 3 or so feet tall, not much bigger than the topi themselves. Other than that, hard to say for sure. They have these long, claw-like arms, and they appear to be feasting on the topi.
They're
Carry
about
him.
3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty big.
7 of them. They're
Mhm.
feasting on the topi.
Yeah.
I
They're
know this.
humanoid.
Hmm?
Are they humanoid?
Vaguely humanoid. They don't have heat, though. They're giving off cold.
Fireball. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'm gonna stand there, stock still, and watch them for a minute. And yeah, they're just. Are they like ravenously going at this, or are they just like taking their time?
They appear to be pretty ravenous.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, Fireball.
You begin casting.
I begin casting, and point of my aim is I want that fireball to detonate. All right, 20. What is it? 20-yard radius.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me.
I mean, it's a 2 tens of yards radius.
Okay, 20-yard radius. So I am aiming the fireball 20 yards and 2 inches in front of me.
Obviously, you're not that precise, but the point is you're going for as close to center on them without hitting you as possible. Okay.
Yeah, as close as I can to the camp without engulfing myself. And
All right.
since I'm outside of the firelight, nobody else in the party will be afflicted.
I just fucking tased myself.
You tased yourself?
Yeah, it's not a taser. It's not supposed to be. Oh man, that was fucking insane.
What'd you tase
Ouch.
yourself with?
It's a goddamn rechargeable electric lighter.
Ouch.
And it doesn't have like a flame. It does this like arc electric thing, and I was flipping the lid open and closed.
Oh,
And
it's the one that clicks?
yeah, it has a push button on the
Yeah,
side.
a
I must have been,
piezoelectric generator.
and fucking I somehow hit the things while I was hitting the, oh my god. Fucking it like
Yeah.
paralyzed my whole arm and fucking sent a noise into the headset and everything, man.
I
There's
heard that,
tickle.
yeah. Wonder
That
what
was
that
wild.
was. So, yeah, Chromie, you can dice damage as the creatures will look up and start moving, but they move slowly.
Alright, there's 10. 20. 32. 34, 36. 38 hit points of damage.
38 hit points of damage. Yeah,
Beautiful.
these things, let me check. Half of 38 would be 15 plus 4 would be 19. Yeah, no, they're dead.
Okay, what do they look like now that I can see them in the light?
That's the interesting thing, so I'll describe that. A party, you'll get perception checks, you fail on a nat 20, basically, is boom.
Ooh. Remember, it's not really that loud. It's just super, super bright.
Yeah, it woke me up for sure.
It woke Dom up for damn sure.
I rolled on my perception, but being drow and light sensitive, I think that would definitely wake me up.
Yep.
Well, Vasa had a 1.
Yep. So, yeah, you both will be woken up by the whoosh in the heat and the light, and yeah. Chromede, for like a split second, you see a mane. You know what a mane is. And then it
Oh yeah, I've
dissipates.
fought mains.
Then it dissipates into that yellow, smelly vapor that you're familiar with that demons do. Turns out Orcus did pay the party a visit or something.
I keep my eyes on Ecroromede for a second to see if he's doing anything else other than the big explosion he did.
Okay, I got them all right.
It would appear so. You know, mains, they have crappy movement speed. They couldn't get over to you if they wanted.
Okay. All right, I'll turn around and look at the party because I don't know if they woke up or not. So I'll turn.
I'm
Even
looking at him
Xavier's
from under
up.
the wagon. I'm still on my bedroll, but I'm under the wagon. I'm looking at Ecroromede.
No worries, just some minor demons. Go back to sleep. And
I
yeah,
just think
Xavier
to
has that
myself,
comment about, oh, there are some repressed memories making the surface again.
Hey,
I
Mama.
think to myself that I'm glad Ecroromede is on watch, and I lay back down and go to sleep.
Yep.
Coming over
Yeah.
tomorrow evening.
It's a little early, but I'm getting tired.
No, we're gonna have rice and tuna for supper
Okay.
because it's
If you want to
easy.
end it, double M, that's fine.
Now, before I do, though, I will,
Let's see if you're
Yeah,
fixing
finish
that
this up,
when
of
she's
course.
here. Yeah. Okay.
Make it day, of course. That's a
slash
Denali thing.
time select day. And yeah, I like to end the thing on the day comes and light shines upon Denalia.
Okay.
It's good.
It is a good way to always end.
Wants to do taxes tomorrow.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to re-roll a few items on the encounters table. As the Topi are gone, the mains are gone. The
Okay.
Night of Death on a Nightmare, and the
She's going to be here
Caterwall.
around lunch to help you with the taxes, and then tuna and rice for dinner. Okay, then I guess I'm not moving that light fixture for her tomorrow.
Dom, you said you were gonna do Chronicles, so I'm gonna hold you to that
Well,
and
we'll
suggest
play
you
by
do
ear.
Chronicles for session 14.
All right, I turned my speakers all the way down so I could hear you because we're.
Yeah, it's supposed to start raining. It's supposed to rain on Thursday.
Okay.
And don't forget to include in the Chronicles, Vasa had the sleeping sickness for a
Okay,
short
Mama.
time.
All right, guys. Sorry, Mama came in, had to tell me some stuff, and
No problem.
okay. All right, but I missed out on some stuff. I'm sure.
No, we were just talking bullcrap.
Okay.
Double M's getting tired though, and he said,
Yep. I'm feeling the burnout, and this is a good stopping point. I know we could go for a little bit more, but you've got a long road ahead.
After fireball, nothing much happens. Morning comes, light shines upon Denalia. The sun shines very brightly, almost obscenely bright on day 199. End of session. Okay. I need to give myself some notes here. D. Oh, hell. I hope it.
"What day of the year is the tournament held on?"
Day 180. The party missed it by like 20 days.
Brutal. I'm not ready for the tournament yet, anyways.
Don't have to be ready. It's experience just to participate. Although supposedly last year there was some extraplanar invasion or some shit. That was fun.
Oh, the year that we missed?
No, the year before that.
Oh, nothing special happened this year. The one that girls
There
missed.
was added security, plenty of fighters and so forth. The Mistwalker was noted to be lacked by certain individuals who are looking forward to rematching. But, is what it is. Red won the singles tournament yet again. Dragon
Hey,
Slayers won the team tournament.
was the guy that could split into four one of those looking for a rematch?
Maybe.
What's Xavier's business called again? The Lost Library?
That's the name of his thing. He'll introduce himself as a historian. You know, someone who's interested in history and so forth.
Just need to know about the Chronicles.
Yep. Okay. Ending